Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I am Noble Crumpet. I am a PNG variety streamer with a focus on tabletop games, art, and video games. Come and join me and my friends for our current GENESYS RPG campaign. It's a TTRPG that kind of uses the Star Wars rules, but a more generic system. It's every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And goes to about 11, maybe a little bit over, if we're saucy. That's about it for the intro, so let's unmute ourselves and get everybody back into the party. Welcome back, everybody. You're live.
Hola.
Hello. Alright, so, does anybody remember what happened last time? Besides Jay. Jay has an exception.
We fought not quite ghosts and zombies, but not quite zombies.
Yes. You guys investigated a destroyer that was caught inside of a wormhole with a distress signal on repeat. It was a Shikrai ship, the bird people, and one of them was left alive, but it turns out they were some sort of zombie or something, and all of the other Shikrai on the ship were getting reanimated by a red sort of ethereal figure, a Creuse that's been corrupted somehow. You guys were victorious by opening the vents to the ship remotely, thanks to it not having much defenses, computer-wise, and you guys were able to survive and make off with some fat loot, including ship parts, an astral lance that the Creuse had on them, and Jay, Sin, why don't we have you do our first roll of the night, as I remember how to play this game. It takes a bit. Also, I'm going to update the player pool of story points.
Yeah, and I just came from the airport, so my brain is thoroughly fried. Let's go.
Awesome. So I'm going to have you make a vigilance check. And you are all set to go.
Did that do anything?
If it isn't doing anything, then we know what the problem is.
I'm going to refresh. Hold on.
No, it's not you. It's the API sandbox.
It's not me!
You can never tell if this is going to work until we start doing rolls. Okay, I'm restarting the sandbox. Anyway, this thing that I'm rolling for, as we're waiting for it to restart, Jay, you discovered quickly that you were not in the same dimension that you guys were in as soon as you traveled through the wormhole, and promptly evacuated your suit and started exploring around the area in your gaseous form. Along the way, you sensed another one like you nearby, and after they vented out of the airlock, their corpse that is, we're going to see if you had enough time to capture the thing.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
All right, try the check again. I'm not sure if it's fully finished everything, but... Okay, great. And that's a success.
Seems good.
I gave you a boost due to story reasons. But yeah, that's a triumph. As you sense the thing evacuating the airlock, you're not in any communication with your parties, because you're gaseous form, but you are able to capture the thing in a containment field that you had on your person. It's essentially a metallic golden pokeball, or PAL ball, I guess is the current term for it. PAL sphere.
Is it because we got guns?
It's because we have guns. Fantastic. And, I mean, you even got a triumph on it, so I'm going to say that you've... okay, what's the term for this? You've completed one benchmark for your agenda.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
You sense a
Sin
disturbance.
is very pleased.
You sense a disturbance as you pick up the thing and note that the wormhole nearby is starting to collapse. Thanks to your knowledge of as a Creuse, you're able to detect that, so you fly back to the ship and re-enter your armor. Everyone, there is a situation because the portal stability, it's going down. So we're gonna I guess there's no other enemies, so we'll just take turns. How many people are there? 1, 2. There's 6 people, so we'll just say maybe we should do turns. I'm gonna have.
We can't reinforce the ship anymore, right? Because of us already doing it in the same day.
You can't repair the ship anymore.
Yeah, that's my only concern. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to have everybody do vigilance checks using the initiative tracker, just so we can track when the end of the round comes by.
Which tab is the initiative tracker? It's in weapons and talents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it might be minimized.
And it's cool?
Vigilance.
Oh, vigilance, okay.
Yeah, you guys weren't aware that the wormhole was going to collapse. I mean, maybe you were, but you weren't monitoring that. You were monitoring something else. All right.
And I am going to take a stress for my 1 success from a talent.
Oh, okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. Anybody can use these slots. Anyway.
You just want the big numbers.
Yeah, I just wanted 6 numbers so that we can tell when the round ends.
Oh, I see. Okay, well then maybe I won't use it. So this is just a single success roll.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So, now that everybody's rolled for their slots, who wants to use the first one? I believe that the away team is still on the Strikewing Alpha.
But we've already gotten everything, right?
You've found everything, yes. You were salvaging the parts and searching it for loot and stuff. But you got the announcement from Yara and Nolly that the wormhole had started to collapse.
I think it was a separate group that went back to go and scavenge. It was like Nolly.
It might have been.
Maybe Yara and someone else.
So who was on the ship then? Who was on the away ship?
I mean, towards the end, probably Nolly, because I remember I went scavenging for parts and I managed to get some ship parts.
Yeah,
I think I went back in that case because I assumed that we were already on our way back.
Yeah, if anything, it might have just been Nolly and like 2 other people.
Maybe Nolly and Zaldenrock? And then...
Yeah, it's my ship, so I think I was showing her around.
Shepard,
Well,
were
he
you
was
there
also-
for
he was
muscle?
also grabbing
I was
the-
helping, right? Yeah.
He was grabbing the rifle as well.
Maybe
Yeah,
Shepard was
right.
there to just help carry stuff.
They do have the brawn for it.
Hmm.
Is that affirmative?
I don't know. I was just making everyone aware that we did have people that were specifically on the ship that might not have been the same crew that went out first.
Okay.
Would you want to be on the ship? Would that make sense for
Sure.
Shepard?
It makes sense for me.
Alright.
Okay,
Then
so
we'll say that Nolly, Shepard, and Zaldenrock were on the ship.
Nolly, Shepard, Zaldenrock. That's great. That's the top 3 people in the corner over here, so that's easy for me.
Would he put Zaldenrock in the corner?
Okay.
Except for here.
Except for Zaldenrock.
Yeah.
So, let's say that maybe the people on the ship have the first order of business on the Inro Gauntlet.
I'd want to try and just move the ship closer so they can literally just hop on.
Aren't
we're
we
probably
already
docked, right?
docked?
Yeah.
You technically have a docking tube next to it already.
I'm gonna just make my initial. I just took the first turn. I'm gonna make an announcement. The hole's closing. Move up. Just make an announcement. That's it.
Okay. Do you maybe want to call that assisting people by helping them guide their way off the ship?
Sure, that seems fair enough. So
Who do you want to
whoever
assist?
needs to roll next, just gets a boost.
Okay, next person gets a boost. Who wants to roll next?
I mean, we
Can
should
I
probably
get-
have the people on the ship trying to get off, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I pick everybody up and just run?
I'm
Uh,
going to say
I don't know if the
I'm going to spend a story point. You have all the story points now. I'm going to say that you guys are all separated on the ship because you were all doing different things.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, can I do something then, knowing this? Can I basically, since I've already hacked the ship before, can I basically turn the lights on in a way to make everybody guided towards the exit?
Okay, that sounds like a good
Fuck.
idea.
Yeah.
Like
And-
fuck with the system. Emergency exit, follow the lights type thing.
Awesome. I will say that you have a boost thanks to Gervalt.
This
He's
is
able
just
to plan out a
convenience
route
check.
for you. We'll call this computers.
Cool. You got the difficulty?
Yep, you're all set.
All right.
Okay, 2 successes, 3 advantage. How do you want to spend this advantage?
I kinda
Ignore
need
environmental
recovers.
effects until the end of the next turn. You know what? I'll count that as maybe you can give somebody an extra maneuver without any strain.
That's probably good. I want to recover my own strain eventually, but you can only use advantage spent on one way, right? So yeah, that's good. Somebody can move through the environment without spending a strain. That works. So they can make 2 maneuvers then, essentially, right?
Okay. Who do you want to give that bonus to?
Zolden Rock. He's been having a bad time.
I think I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I can move through fine, so I think give it to Nolly or
I'll give it to
Shepherd.
Nolly.
Yeah,
Sure, yeah.
Nolly has a bunch of strain, so that might be useful for them.
Oh, that's fair too. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. So, but then otherwise, does that help the others too? Because they have the like lights you would when you're evacuating a ship. Now.
They're all
Is that
separated,
probably-
so you were only able to help one of them at a time.
Okay. All right. Can I use my maneuver to assist and just throw an assist die to somebody? Then give another assist die to Nolly.
Yeah, that counts as a maneuver, so that's fine.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Next person's turn. Who wants to go?
Why doesn't Nolly go, and we'll just get all the bonuses out of the way?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Nolly,
So-
you are on the ship. I'm going to say that it takes about 3 maneuvers to get off the ship.
Okay, is there a... let me think. I was just trying to think if there's like any kind of action that would make sense to shorten the way, but it's not really that. It's just kind of getting off. There's not really any rolling to it.
Yeah, if you're just doing maneuvers, it's just take a maneuver, then you can use your action to take another maneuver. But if you have an action, you don't have to take strain if you take a free maneuver this turn. Your additional maneuver. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, and I can still only ever take 2 maneuvers.
Okay. Yeah.
Isn't that correct?
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Mhm.
Is there something that you want to do with your action?
That's what I'm looking at. I'm wondering if there's a way to some kind of an action that would equate to a third maneuver.
Well, any kind of roll will do it. So you could look over the skills and maybe see if there's something there that could help somebody or help yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm kind of scrolling through, trying to think.
Computers could work. Mechanics could work.
Yeah, I wonder if like maybe mechanics. Is there any like a maybe an abandoned like a transport cart or something?
If there's an escape vessel, I didn't mention that, so I would say
Oh,
that
yeah, or an
calls
escape
a
vessel.
story point.
Story point.
Yeah, I like that idea. There's a story point. She finds an escape vessel, and I might try to operate it, or rather, mechanics get it operational to
Yeah,
launch
you're
myself
running down
over.
the hallways, and you realize everybody's kind of separated, and you look to the side and say, wait, change of plans, I got an idea. And you hop into the escape pod as a maneuver.
Yeah, would it be maybe like hop in as a maneuver, mechanics to get it operational, and then...
Yeah, because the ship didn't have power, so let's do a mechanics check to activate it. And I'll
Okay,
call
cool.
this difficulty 3.
Okay.
Did you get you got a boost from Yara, right?
I did. I got a boost
You
from
got the
Yara,
assist.
and Noodle is helping me, but that's just baked into my roll. so.
Okay, good. I've given you a boost die. Difficulty 3, go. Ooh,
Well,
fails. And 2 advantages.
Really?
You can spend the advantages the way that you want, but every time you guys fail a check, doesn't matter by how much, the portal stability is going to go down, just as a story element.
Ah, fuck.
I hate it. Thank you.
thank you. I hate it.
The clock
All right,
is ticking.
I will boost Shepard's check.
Awesome.
Well, actually, for 2, I can only boost. Oh no. Do I want 1 strain or give the next person a boost? I'll give the next person a boost. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
whoever
we
goes
can't afford
next.
to fucking fail.
All right, next person. So that was 3 people that went.
Probably Shepherd, if anything.
Yeah.
All right,
They have the boost.
what do you want to do, Shepard? You could do a skill with an action. It takes 3 maneuvers to get off the ship.
Takes 3 maneuvers to get off the ship.
Yes.
As in 3 maneuvers to get to the exit hatch.
3 maneuvers to get onto the other ship.
What if I skipped half the ship and I went through a wall?
You don't need to breathe, so I'm going to call
And I
this
do
an
not.
athletics check. I'm going to say this is...
The
I'm going to
door's
say this
right
is...
there.
I'm going to say this is formidable, so difficulty 4 for normal people, but you are going to be able to potentially succeed on this, especially since you have a boost die.
Confirming on comms. Has everyone evacuating?
Alright, you are good to make an athletics check.
Would you like to upgrade it with a story point?
I do
might-
want to upgrade it with a story point.
Yeah,
Go
good
ahead,
idea.
I have implemented the upgrade. Be sure to use the story point pool when you have the chance.
The other option that I was thinking of was like diving and pushing your pod out so it gave you a boost.
I mean,
But
you guys
that
are all
feels like a
separated.
stretch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, what was the roll?
athletics.
Athletics, yes.
You are... The difficulty and bonuses are all... Oh my god, that's the most neutral roll I've ever seen.
You'll balance that out.
I mean, it's still pretty significant that you neutralized a formidable roll like that, but that is technically not a success.
There is currently just a shepherd semi
Yeah,
dead.
Shepherd shaped dead.
Usually that works.
Okay. The... Okay, I'm gonna say that this works, because it was so close, but I'm going to say that you are pulled out of the ship, and you lose your grip, so you are in a Zaldenrock situation, which is now what
Yep,
we call
it's
it,
kinda-
this sort of thing.
What? Okay.
Yeah. You made it famous, dude.
Well, until someone does
what?
until someone does it twice as more than you, then it becomes their new thing.
Right, exactly, yeah. You did it once, now someone has to have it happen to them twice, and then it'll be their thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to say that you are pulled out of the ship, and you start getting pulled past the Kinro Gauntlet. So
Am I getting pulled toward the hole at least?
you are getting pulled towards the wormhole. It is
Yeah,
now
alright, that's
at half stability. It is starting to suck things in. So
fine,
maybe
I'm
you'll get
do-
out.
I failed
anyway.
successfully.
Task failed successfully. Okay.
That's good. On the other side, space is notably very small, so it'll be really easy for us to find you.
Yes, you are glowing.
Yeah.
So I guess there's that. All right. Oh. I think that's it. But
We
you-
got Sin.
And me.
Oh
That's
no,
all.
that's it for Shepard's turn. So
Oh,
who
yeah,
wants,
no,
it's-
who wants the
I don't
next
think I
action?
can do anything else.
You're floating in space.
All right. I think I'm just
I-
gonna make a
Okay.
break for it.
Sure. So you're just doing maneuvers?
Yeah.
Finally, someone sensible just using a door.
Yeah, but you can't get out in one turn, so that's the whole reason we wanted to, like, do other stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it with a risk, you could expedite it. All right. Zaldenrock, you use a maneuver. There's 2 maneuvers left. Do you want to use a second maneuver?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to use an action? Because otherwise, that second maneuver will cost 2 strain.
No, I'll take the strain and just do the second.
So
Well,
you-
you've
so you
already
want
done
to-
2 maneuvers.
So you want to do an action.
Nothing. What?
Okay,
You've
so
already
Nothing's
done-
making sense.
you can do 2 maneuvers per turn, maximum, no matter what.
right.
You've done 1. If you want to take an
Yeah.
action, then you must also spend 2 strain if you want to take a second maneuver. If you're not doing...
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, sorry. You can, if you only do 2 things on your turn, you can do maneuver, no strain. If you want to do 3 things on your turn, which cannot be a third maneuver, it would have to be an action, it will cost you 2 strain.
All right, so I just do the 2 maneuvers and then.
Yeah.
Then take two strains.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to take 2 strain to only do 2 maneuvers.
Okay, the action, but still is an action.
Yeah, let
Yeah.
us... I know that Harrison just pinged it in the Discord, but I will post it again.
Yeah. It's 2 maneuvers to do. It's 2 strain to do a third thing during your turn.
Oh, right. There's no third thing I can do, so I'm just gonna.
You're using your action
And there.
to do a second maneuver without strain.
Right. Yeah.
Got it. Awesome. Your turn is done. Sin, what are you doing?
Shepard is out of the wormhole or is in space floating, correct?
I did say that they went back to the gauntlet.
And where am I? Because I missed last session, so am I in the gauntlet?
We'll say that you are in the bridge of the gauntlet, and you've just re-entered your armor.
Oh,
Okey
no
doke.
longer naked. Okay.
Talking as a free action, is the bridge see-through? So do I see Shepard floating in space?
You can make I'll say a vigilance check. Shepard hasn't communicated that they've fallen in space, have they?
Space.
Okay. I will now allow you to make a perception check to find Shepard.
Well, what if vigilance is better?
Perception means you're looking for them actively. Vigilance means noticing them.
Okay.
You succeeded with a triumph, so I will say they go right past the door.
I'm going to tie a bungee cord to my armor, and then I'm going to jump out and try and fish Shepard out of space.
Okay. We're going to
Okay.
say this at least takes a minimum of 2 strain, because you're going to have to tie a rope around yourself as one maneuver, then get off the ship as one maneuver.
Done.
Okay. Your perception check was also part of this. That was your action, so you are done. And
I'm
take 2
done.
strain.
Okay.
You also took 2 threats, and I told myself I can use threats to increase the portal stability clock, but instead I'm going to use it to move Shepard over this direction. We'll move
Okay.
him here.
The ship has to basically take at least 3 maneuvers to get through the portal, right?
Yes. Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
You can do 2 maneuvers. You can move 2 spaces as one maneuver if you increase the speed enough. Anyway,
Okay.
top of the round. Who wants it?
So Zaldenrock's the only one still. Zaldenrock and Nolly are still on the ship. I'm gonna.
That's
Can I
correct,
like? Can I prep the ship? You said we can increase the speed. Can I prep the ship to boost when I know that it's safe to boost, so that it can go 2 spaces with a maneuver?
Well, increasing the speed now is going to disconnect you from the other ship.
I mean, I couldn't set everything up to make it a flick of the switch.
Well,
You can't really
need
ready
you
an
need to
action,
accelerate.
but you take a maneuver to take the accelerate action, which means you've increased the speed, which means the ship has to move.
Okay.
Just because of the free formness of initiative, you don't really have to worry about like prepping an action.
Yeah, you can
choose
just
to go
say,
later.
I'll go later, but I'll steer the ship.
Yeah, no,
I
I
can
was
go
basically.
first and see
Yeah.
if I can get Shepard.
Why not?
That seems good because you're actively engaged in something.
Yes.
It was
okay,
more so I was trying to see if I could figure out a way to increase the amount of distance we could cover when everybody's on, as like an action to basically see if I could get a boost to it or something.
We'll let Jay do the thing, but there's maybe something you could do.
Yeah, that's I'm basically asking. I know you can do the accelerate action. I'm saying, could I
No.
do something so the ship could go faster?
No, Sin.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so Sin, because I can move through difficult terrain without any penalty, and I don't need to breathe in space, I'm going to maneuver, I think.
Yep.
Move, action, grab Shepard.
Okay. So we're going to call that action a coordination check. You have bonuses to coordination checks in space. Is that something?
I do not have bonuses, but my rolls are thankfully pretty high.
Okay. We're definitely going to call this a hard check. So difficulty 3. You can go.
Okay, difficulty 3. How about
Spend a story point.
spend a story point? Do I have a magnet?
Sure. You brought an electromagnet with you. Like a service device.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay. You got 2 advantages. That is a fail, so I'm going to increase the
But
block.
does the story point give me a boost or anything to that roll?
I upgraded the check.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, one of those is yellow when it should have been green.
Okay.
Thanks to the story point.
Oh, thank you. I notice it now. Sorry.
So you can get a you can give a boost to Shepard's next check, maybe.
Yeah, so Shepard, I'm going to give you a boost in order to grab onto me and maybe pull on the rope and get back to the gauntlet.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Shepard, do you want to take the next action?
I will definitely take that next action. So
Okay.
I'm just trying to grab onto Sin.
Yes, I'm gonna call this a similar check, except you have a boost from Sin. This is coordination. You are good to go. Unless you want to boost anything.
Specifically coordination?
Yep. Strength will do you nothing here in space. Technically, coordination doesn't do much either, but maybe you're orienting your most magnetic part towards Sin.
Just turn my butt
Why is
right
your
over
armor made
there.
of aluminum? It's not ferrous.
It's Frankium. I mean, I guess could I use a story point to say that some item that I had from the ship, like I use it to kind of like throw away to push, so I kind of use physics to move towards Sin?
You were carrying scrap metal, so we could say that you point it towards Sin like a shield in hopes that this large duranium plate will get attracted. So I've upgraded the die as well. You may roll your coordination check.
And I use the story point for that?
Yes.
Or is that... Oh. Coordination is not a good thing. Not a good thing.
That's not a good thing.
Oh, okay.
I have one
That
for
was
coordination.
it was just a rude roll from those die.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm
Those
gonna
are the
increase
worst
the
that can
portal
come.
stability clock. Shepard, you take 1 strain.
Okay.
We might be teleported across the galaxy, y'all.
Or just stuck here.
I have an idea, but it needs a story point. This is like a towing vessel, right? Is there like, could I say there's like a claw we could use to grab them?
Oh, like Outlaw Star? Sure.
Yeah.
That'll
Like they-
that'll cost a story point, but we'll say that
Yep, I
they
figured
have
as
a claw. That's now a fact.
I'd like to grab them with the claw.
Okay.
Not better
What
than
kind of
mine.
check is this? Is this
Good question.
confused?
I was like,
Or
yeah,
is
do
this-
it, and then I was like, oh wait, that's my job. Let's see. I don't want to say coordination again, so I'm gonna call it operating.
I was just about to say, yeah, probably
Okay.
like operating, because it's like a tool you're driving.
That one I think I might not be great at, but it should be doable at least.
Since you used a story point, I'm going to.
I have it at least, so it's not.
I'm gonna
the
give
worst.
this the upgrade as well.
Okay. You got the difficulty set?
Difficulty is set.
Yep, I'm doing the Outlaw Star thing. Yara's just like, okay, guys, hold on, we gotta get out of here.
Success.
There we
but-
go.
But there's threats.
But there's also a triumph.
There's also a triumph. I'm gonna say you grabbed Shepard, and the triumph is gonna say you grabbed Sin as well. They don't
I
need
got
to
the
breathe.
claw machine.
They don't need to breathe, so they can just be here. If
Yeah,
you-
like the cargo bay top opens up, a claw arm pops out of it, grabs them, drops them in the cargo bay, and then it seals shut and the atmosphere vents back in.
cargo bay. No, cargo space.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I can
Fly.
all I got left is a maneuver. Who wants a boost die? Zaldenrock or Nolly? Which one of you wants a boost die or an assist?
Probably Nolly.
Yeah,
Sure, I'll take a
no.
boosty.
Nolly sounds like they actually are doing something other than walking.
Just walking.
Yeah, I'll just do the same. I'll just excuse it as just the same thing subordinating in the system as how I'm giving them the boost. Is like, okay, I found your location. Here's the nearest exit. There you go.
Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna spend those 2 threats. I'm going to say that Yara, you take on 3 strain. No, let's not do that. Let's just
Wouldn't it be
increase.
2 strain?
Let's just increase the portal stability.
Jesus Christ.
You're right. You're right, Dan. All right, next turn. Who wants
That's
it?
not what I wanted at all.
All right. Well, I was gonna roll to try and mechanics the pod again, but
Bear in
now that we're
mind-
only one away.
Bear in mind that any failed action is going to potentially cause the portal to close.
Yeah, that's why I'm not sure if you're aware, Chris. I said I was going to try and operate the pod, but now I'm sorry you had to give me a boost, Dan, but now I'm just gonna walk. I think.
That's fine.
I was also going to say maybe you don't take the action because you're in the pod. Why doesn't Zaldenrock take the next action? They just do maneuver to get on the ship. That way
But
everyone's
it's still action, right?
Oh, that way everyone except me is on the ship. at
yeah,
least.
but he's not doing a roll, so he doesn't risk anything.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Zaldenrock, you can just walk your way on the ship, and then we'll see what happens with me.
Yeah, do a maneuver to get back on the ship.
Okay. Do you want to take any actions?
This is a bait.
Just like
This is a
waltzing.
bait.
All this crazy shit's happening. He just waltzes in through the tube.
Where is everybody?
Well, I mean, I'm running.
Help! Help! The pod won't start, damn it!
Natalie, you can just walk on the ship, you know? Right here.
They were on the other side of the ship. They had to use a pod.
Oh.
No, yeah, he's like, Nelly, you could just walk on the ship. Wait, Nelly, where are you?
Geez.
I
Can I
think
use
just walking on is all you want to really do at the moment, since the ship
It's all
people
I
are the
can
ones.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Because we just
Uh,
want to start the ship as soon as Nolly's on.
Right.
All right, you get on
I'm
the
not
ship.
going to risk failing a check.
All right,
I will.
Nolly, it's your turn.
Yeah, let's use a story point.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to try and get this escape pod firing.
Okay.
So
Did I do a hard check for you last time, or did I do?
I think you did hard mechanics. Yeah.
Okay, hard mechanics. Then it's still hard mechanics.
Okay. Yeah, with one upgrade and one boost.
Hold on, forgot about the boost. Now you're good.
Okay,
Success and 2 advantage.
that's good enough.
That is good enough. You pop out of the escape pod and start flying towards the wormhole. In fact,
Yeah.
let's.
I have. You know what? Yeah. All right. I'll be flying towards the wormhole. Well, that's fine.
That might make the most sense.
I was gonna say, could I like pop the escape pod and then fly it into the cargo bay as it's closing? But that might be like a whole other action. So let's just say I just fly it into the wormhole.
Yeah, so we'll say that you took a maneuver to increase the pod's speed. Just need to look at vehicle actions again. Yeah, speed 2 will help you move 2 range bands. And where's acceleration? Because I think you can like take strain. Oh, the system can suffer strain if you increase the speed too much. But I'm going
Right.
to say its max speed is 2, so no strain needed. You can increase its speed to 2 and move like here. Or I suppose here, right? Going along the rim.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And I don't have to, because I do have the 2 advantages, which could be a free extra maneuver, but that doesn't really help. So maybe I'll just use them to boost the next person's die roll.
Okay. All right, you boost the next person's die roll. Last person, Gervald.
All right, gonna make a communication and say like, everyone ready to go? I know they're not, but it's like, is everyone ready to go?
I'd say punch it.
Sid and Shepard, yes, we're fine.
It's
I
like,
got
all
in
right,
the claw.
all right.
Hit the gas, Captain.
Maximum thrust.
All right, do you want to do a leadership check to coordinate all of your efforts?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Let me spend a story point just so I don't fuck it up. How many do we have?
You have 2 left.
Okay, but then I need to wait, because I'm assuming that I'm gonna be the one piloting the ship because Nolly's not here because of operations.
Yara's there.
Yeah, but who has the
have
best
one-
operating?
Zaldenrock also just arrived.
I can't.
Okay, because I have one boost, one yellow, one green for operating.
You could try it.
No, it's like I'm asking if anyone else has it better.
For operating or is
Oh,
it piloting?
operating? No, I don't
Yeah,
have
because
that.
the ship is operating.
Yeah, that's why I was under the assumption that I was going to do the operating, but if I need to do leadership, that's something different. So, and since I can only do one action, I just wanted to make sure. Like,
The success of a
operating-
leadership thing will grant a boost die to multiple allies potentially.
all right, in that case, I will stick with leadership.
You can
No.
also do co-pilot, which is going to be an operating check, but it can reduce the pilot's next operating check.
So, what does everyone else have for operating in the ship?
If it's operating, mine's yellow and 2 green.
That's better
Oh, so
than
yours is
his.
better.
Okay, so Yara's a better operator.
Okay, in that case, let me go with the leadership.
Okay. So that's going to be difficulty 3. The other
All right, let me,
co-piloting check would be difficulty 2.
Yeah, let me boost it with a story point.
Yep, I have applied the upgrade.
Okay.
Curious.
Ah.
You coordinate these efforts, but it ends up confusing people a bit more than you would have hoped. They start asking how many maneuvers they can take per turn, and the whole thing is just falling apart.
It's just straining everybody.
How do you want to spend those advantages, though?
This is a social.
I'm just kind of like mimicking a combat encounter, but you could call it a social encounter.
Do you want to learn the portal's weakness?
The true goal of the portal is to clench shut.
That's thinking with portals.
Okay, if we're doing the combat thing,
Ignore environmental effects. I was going to make
Yeah.
the portal a little difficult, so we could say that we've removed difficult terrain from the portal.
yeah, that seems like the best thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll fight the hole.
Yeah, because I was going to put setback die on the piloting check as a little sneaky little surprise. However, this is another failure, which does mean that we have fully destabilized the portal. So I'm just going to
Campaign over, guys. We're trapped here forever.
delete that. The portal is closing this round. It's going to be a violent ride through the portal now that it's destabilized. It is currently closing. Top of the round. Who wants to go?
I mean, should I just try and go through, or can anybody give me any more boost dice before I try?
Nope.
I'm in a claw.
Okay, no. I will do my. Wait, if I fail more actions, it's going to cause more problems. So,
Wait.
I'm going to
Raz
say
is
that
on the ship. Can he help?
Raz is on the ship. I did just make his character at the end of last time.
Does
'cause-
he have any fucking abilities?
Well, I was in the toilet. I don't know.
Fucking get out of the litter box.
What? Okay, let's see what he has. I don't believe his talents are very good, but I'm gonna check. And
I think he's just there to like help us buy stuff.
mostly, he can do a clever retort. He can talk back to you.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
But let me check his skills. Astrocartography, mechanics. Oh wait, what does he have ranks in? Okay, that's not helpful. Perception, not helpful.
Operating.
Survival, that's not the type of survival we're looking for. Yeah, he's not very good at this. His operating is 2.
Yeah, but it's wanting to see if you can do anything to help. What about the co-pilot check thing?
Okay, you know what? How about this?
Why don't we
I
have
just-
him do a co-pilot check?
I think my co-piloting is better because I have a 1 rank in the skill.
Okay.
So let me do the co-piloting.
Raz will
Now,
give
I
you a
do-
boost die to your co-pilot.
Okay.
He can at least
Okay, that sounds
assist.
good.
And maybe he will do a second maneuver. What can he do for his second maneuver? Drop prone? Take cover? Yeah, he'll take cover.
All right.
Okay.
I will do co-piloting.
Co-piloting check is all set. This is operation. Yes. Success and 1 threat. You take 1 strain.
Okay.
All right.
The difficulty of the next operating check has been reduced by 1.
Okay. So, anybody else can aid with this, or should I just go for the operating check now?
I would
see.
just do it.
I'll
Alright.
go
Pod.
for it.
Still in
Yeah.
space.
Nolly's kind of in a
Yara's
pod.
just yelling. Okay. Hold on, Shepard. It's Sin. We're gonna get through. No time left.
Yeah, Shepard and
Marvelous.
Sin are like sitting on their butts in the cargo bay.
Ooh.
Follows
Nolly. Nolly, there is something
Yeah.
you might be able to do. Even though you're in another ship, you could plot a course if you go in first.
That
oh,
works.
sure.
Do it,
That
do it.
seems reasonable.
Oh, we're drafting in space now.
Yeah.
Well, I just have to follow the light type thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have piloting, Nolly?
I do.
Okay.
And you're in a smaller vehicle, so you can do piloting instead of operating.
Yeah. We're going to say that this is difficulty 2, because that's what the difficulty is. This is going to cancel any other setback dice that might be on the roll.
All right, cool. So I'll do the piloting check, and then I'll probably consequently do my maneuvers to fly into the portal, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, cool. So, piloting. All right, everything set up?
It is set.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Great.
How did that happen? Oh, the 2 dice got double
We have
fails.
gotten double failures on so many of these purple
We've been
dice.
at so many this round.
Yeah. The dice have some sort of story. All right,
They just dislike us.
that's fine. You didn't cancel all of the remaining setbacks, but you fly into the wormhole. I'm going to give you... I'm going to impose a incidental check on you, which is actually going to be another piloting check.
Okay.
This time, there's... actually, there's going to be no setback dice on it. Because you're small. You're a small ship.
It's smart.
You can
Okay.
roll.
Okay, that's pretty good. And he's got a triumph.
That is good. Okay. I'm gonna say that you suffer 3 strain to your, just to you.
To my dome.
Yeah. As you are like pelted with energy blasts and the pod is starting to rattle around you, and it's kind of terrifying that the only thing between you and the warp intensity tearing apart your pod is like maybe an inch of steel.
This wasn't a warp-ready escape pod.
Yeah, not necessarily. You also weren't able to transmit back to the Kinro Gauntlet. Your plotted course gets garbled in the transfer.
Can I
We
do
just see the
something
tin
else,
can
though?
sucked through a wormhole and just like, oh, well,
So
at least
I
you
got a
made it through.
triumph,
Yep,
which I could spend to do something vital to the encounter.
you could.
Could we say, is there any way, like, yes, I failed to plot a course, but maybe what did that do? That reduced setback dice? Is there could we say that, like, when she's flying through, when being yanked at by the gravity, like, positions herself so that, like, some of the pieces that fly off indicate like a low gravity path into it or something like that?
I'm gonna say you passing through the wormhole has temporarily increased its stability. It is like felt a. You've opened up the space's bowels, and
Yeah,
and
like
it's-
as she flies into the wormhole, she sort of rides the edge of the gravity well and sort of
Mushed
pulls
open
it
the
open a
butthole.
little bit.
yeah. The you poke the butthole a little bit, and then it wiggles
Yeah.
a bit, and it dilates.
Oh God.
Anyway,
It is a wormhole.
I'm glad I didn't miss that.
X card. Okay, Kinro Gauntlet. Who's doing the piloting check?
It was an operating check, wasn't
Operating check. Yes.
It
Because
was
it's a big effect.
it was Yara because
Yeah.
I co-piloted.
it? Yeah, and because we tried to get all advantages we could. So here it goes. You got everything set up?
Hold on then. Let me just.
Yeah, what did my triumph do?
I'm going to say that it has removed the remaining setback dice.
Okay. All right. I can go?
You may go.
Good luck, everybody. God damn it.
There's an advantage.
These dice are really hitting us. These
You
dice.
can recover 1 strain. I'm going to say you accelerate to
Okay.
3, which is going to cause some system strain.
All right.
It's going to cost
Do
2...
I recover the strain, or does the system recover strain?
You. So you're going to take 2 system strain because you went... you moved up 3 range increments, like 3 speed increments. But
me going so fast, I kind of like threw the shift off balance.
You punched it.
So I'm not quite into it.
You punched it. You also didn't succeed. So I'm going to say that you're going to take some damage. And damage dice aren't really a thing in this. So I'm going to roll just some general bad dice. Let's roll 1 red die and 1 purple die. I just want to see what happens. 1x. Good. The ship takes 1 hull damage from minor rippling as it moves towards the wormhole. It also does bring these 2 chuckleheads with it.
Which one's the hull, the red or the blue?
The red is the hull. Blue is the
Okay,
system strain, just like the strain on humanoids.
Okay, so then it would be at 2 hull damage then?
Correct.
I already gave you 1. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I also updated your strain for you. Alright. So that was another turn. That was 2 turns, actually. Who wants to go now? I know that Shepard and Sin are kind of occupied. But they could probably crawl back in, or just wait for the ordeal to be over. Or maybe they could do something else that they could think of.
You got anything?
I am not high enough level to, or rank, to understand and be able to have my own personal wormhole. But is there any cruise knowledge that I can offer about traveling wormholes?
Make a knowledge science check.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry. We will call this...
Nope, this is valid. This is good.
I'm going to upgrade the difficulty of this by 1, though. Just using a story point.
Okay.
I need to give you guys some story points back. Gotta keep
That's
you
right.
healthy. Gotta feed my players. Yeah.
This does not feel good.
Right.
Nope.
You recover 1 strain, Sin, as you calm down. You think the wormhole's at least stable enough that maybe if you stay in place, you'll be able to survive the journey. But you don't have any knowledge to offer in this situation.
Okay, so I'm just gonna hunker and I'm just communicating. It's like, I have nothing to offer. I'm just going to hunker in place. Good luck.
Can I get
Keep
that
the
boost die?
comms clear! Miss, I have nothing to offer, mister.
It's still an advantage, right? She can give somebody a boost die.
You have a maneuver. You could potentially... Oh, that's a thing you could do. I had them recover a strain, but if you want...
Oh, yeah.
Boost check.
I'm gonna add a boost to an ally's next check.
Cool. Who's the next person going?
I don't know if it'd be helpful, but could I do like a maneuver?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Just take a defensive stance so that way I can basically, if we get hit by anything, take hits and use that to also defend Sin.
Okay. You grab onto Sin, reaching out between the Outlaw Star arms, and then you hug.
Yep.
You are
Brute mode.
hugging. Okay. I think I
Shepard's
know
like,
what...
I found organics to enjoy this in times of imminent death.
I was gonna say
I'm not organic.
the Kinro Gauntlet is now using its grappling arms to go now kiss with its 2 robot dolls.
Fuck off.
But yours is much more poetic, so we'll go with that one.
Sure.
Okay, Shepard,
No,
you
kids.
you're protecting Sin.
I got a weird thing I could ask Zaldenrock to do.
That's true. You can
Since-
suggest an action.
Zaldenrock, since you're cargo master, could you try and basically make sure that our ship is like, at least the cargo section is like, set up tightly so that when we do take damage from this wormhole, which we know will happen since that happened last time, he can reduce the amount of damage that might take it? Like, he gets everything locked in and properly set up.
That's maybe not as much of a problem. The inside of the ship is protected. You might be able to operate the shields in some way. Maybe move like power to shields. We would call that an operating check, though.
Yeah, that's the only problem. His skill was coordination. That's why I was suggesting that.
Well, you know, if you're not trained in something, you can always use a story point to make yourself get +1 rank in it, because that's what upgrading your dice will do.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure, why not? Story point. I remember how to do this from back when I was forced to operate a strike wing plane, and I hated it, but I learned it.
Because, well, sorry not to ruin this beautiful moment, but you could also do plotting a course yourself,
That's true. You could plot a course.
which is perception or piloting.
Yeah, because we haven't succeeded at that yet. Nolly's benefit was only temporary.
Oh yeah, I remember how to plot a course back when I was operating a
Strike wing,
strike
yeah.
wing thing, and I hated it, but I did it, and I got good at it.
You flash back to a memory. Okay. That's going to be then
What is it?
perception or piloting, either one.
Okay,
It's easier if you do piloting.
better at perception. Yeah, let's try that. Is it ready?
It is ready. To success. Okay. That cancels up to 2 setback dice, which were the remaining setback dice. So there are no longer setback dice applied to operating rolls in the wormhole. The shields deflecting the energy bands that are like wrapping around you guys are holding while the course has been plotted by Zaldenrock around the greatest of these energy bands. Oh, I think I already used a story point, maybe. Or no, maybe I used that story point. Never mind. You're good. Okay, top of the round. We need to get a successful operation check to get out of the wormhole. That's all we need.
Yep. So if anybody has any way to add more, I'll just do the
I'll
roll
do
whenever you guys say
co-pilot.
go. Okay.
Let me do co-pilot first.
Co-pilot check.
Okay. So hold on.
Sorry. I should have.
Oh, that was the correct difficulty, though, so you're still good.
Okay, then yeah.
1 success. So
strain?
that is... You downgraded the difficulty, and you take 1 strain.
All
I
right.
mean, it's a stressful situation.
So now
Punch
it's...
it.
Now it's... it was difficulty 2, it just had a lot of setback dice. Now it's difficulty 1. So...
I swear to God.
Can you
It
use a
looks like
maneuver to...
It looks like clear sailing. He could
Okay.
do a maneuver to assist you as well.
Yep.
Okay, I will do that.
Right.
Okay.
All right. If it's difficulty 1, should I just go for it now, guys?
Yes.
Punch it, dude.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
There's the end of the wormhole. We can see it. Punch
Jesus
it.
fucking Christ.
There we go.
Yara,
There we go.
you take 1 strain. I'm going to say that the ship takes an additional system strain. I'll set it to 8. And you guys emerge from the other side of the wormhole. The Strike Wing Alpha is no more, is on the complete other side. You have Shepard and Sin inside of your gauntlet's arms, and Nolly is able to safely enter the cargo now that there's no time crunch.
Yeah, the like egg-shaped pod just kind of
Okay.
then sort of plops down on the ground.
And end encounter. Everybody can recover strain as the usual method, which is a discipline or cool check. Let me first remove all the difficulty dice. Okay, everybody's good to go. This will allow you to recover strain equal to the successes.
Successes. Successes only.
And humans
Got 1.
recover 1 extra.
Everyone's okay? You got everybody?
I think that
so.
was an overall success. Congratulations, everyone. I'm glad that you're all well.
Okay, that is very good news for everyone. Just how much of the salvage were we able to bring onto the ship?
That is a good question.
take
Nolly,
notes
yeah. She sort of like pulls out her various pouches and digs around in the back of the escape pod and throws it out. Let's see. We got a quantum exhaust filter, and I got a dimethium catalyst, and she's like sort of counting out various things, which total up to 1,000 ore, or they
That's
could be
what it
used to upgrade repair when repairing the ship.
Which we probably...
Are going to need to.
Yeah.
Maybe we can save it for a rainy day.
Yeah. All right.
Excellent.
So,
Did
Shepard
Shepard and
pulls out-
Zoldenrock lose anything?
I threw away all of my like metallic stuff, or
No,
used
you-
it to try and get like.
you
the
held
magnet.
it out to the magnet.
I would assume I
You
have to
didn't-
drop other things. Can't hold on to like a bundle
Yeah.
of stuff in my hand.
maybe you were able to bring stuff back and you were just stuck there on like a second trip or a third trip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming, because I told you what you did recover.
Sure. Shepard would like to gather plants.
Okay.
That
Oh,
is very
Right. There was
dirt,
some in the mess hall.
sand, plants. Yeah.
I think there was some in the mess hall, yeah. Okay.
I'm surprised they
You're
didn't
Wally?
die.
Shepard's doing a Wally.
Either.
Aw.
It's perfect. Which is weird,
Thank you.
because it sounds like Eve saying it.
Sorry.
Yes.
But it's almost better in that way. Alright. Cool beans.
Wasn't Zoldenrock also carrying something?
They found an
I think
astral
he got the
lance.
weapon. Yeah. They got their weapons, I think, is what the thing.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
and he
and
got
his
the
fancy gun.
the
Lance.
Disintegrated
The
gun.
special super awesome
Yeah.
rifle or whatever.
Oh yeah.
it was de-somethingizer or something.
Disassembler.
Disassembler.
Disassembler rifle.
Because we were
Could-
joking that it should disassemble itself.
We couldn't get it to full power, but I think we got it to basic stats or something. Like that was
Yeah,
part of
it's
the whole
just
thing.
it has vicious 2 instead of like whatever
Whatever
Special
it was
abilities.
using
other
it for.
mahakal crap it had on it.
Yeah, because
Also,
it was
it
using
can't
it to reanimate Shikrai corpses, and
yeah, that was it.
yeah.
Also,
I ain't
no
messing with
mods
that.
allowed.
He can't spec into Necromancer, but he can shoot people with it.
He can shoot people real good.
And it allowed for no weapon mods. I believe that was the other caveat.
Yeah, right. No hard points. Yeah.
Yep. It's already been modded to completion.
So Zaldenrock is the one with the Astral Lance.
That he is.
He's holding on to it.
Sin sort of scuttles up to Zaldenrock and crouches
Okay.
in front and looks at the Astral Lance and looks at Zaldenrock and is like, "May I? May I?" and points.
Oh, this. Yes, sorry. Yeah, I don't want this. I don't really have a use for it. Here you go.
Sin
really know how
grabs
to work
it,
it.
starts purring, and skitters away.
I'm gonna leave you alone to do whatever you need to do with that.
You
Uh,
hear loud purring.
Sin goes off to their
I'm
quarters to
going to
polish
go-
their lance.
There's
My
your problem. You
cargo.
Sarah
Nerd
too
takes
used to
note that-
vibrate.
Yara takes note that the wormhole people purr. What are they called
Great.
again?
The Crews.
Cruz.
The
Oh,
crew-
Crews.
Crews can apparently purr as an action. There we go.
They can purr as an action. What's the check? Coordination? They seem good at that. It takes a lot of coordination because the way they purr is by vibrating their armor. Got it.
Go through a traumatic event. That's what I'm equating it to.
We're creating new canon.
Oh god.
Perfect. All right. What are your orders, Captain?
Well, first of all, I want the rest of the crew to. Okay, first of all, I think the crew needs rest. Shepard, you're in charge of the bridge. Everyone, we'll take a 5. We'll prioritize repairs in the morning.
Does anybody need health recovery? I didn't take health
Uh,
recovery. Because unfortunately, sorry, Zoldenrock's already been repaired.
Oh, yeah, I have 3 wounds right now.
I'm at half wounds, but the I'm gonna tough it out. But the also I'm gonna tell Thras to you're gonna be on night watch with Shepard. Rest of us we'll meet at 0800.
All right. Do we have a heading?
Well, we'll resume the previous course. Actually, that's a good question. Astral navigation. Is our
We have a
are
tracking
we,
device.
are we back at the previous position?
You have a tracking device. Why don't we do an astrocartography check?
I have it.
Yeah, let's set this at difficulty.
I have a green and a yellow.
I have 2 green and a yellow because it's a racial thing.
Ah, okay. So you're okay.
We live among the stars.
I will give us difficulty 3.
Damn it! Is anybody able to help?
I don't think. I mean, I'm the one
I don't
telling
know.
you to do it, so maybe I can. I
Could
can
you
help
do a
with that.
leadership for it or something to help? Maybe.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Chris, would that be adequate?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, wait, maybe you want to set the
Yeah, hold on. Okay, go.
It is a good dice roll, but womp womp.
I mean, actually, leadership is technically 3 hardness
keep-
for the fire discipline type thing.
So you just want to keep the result?
We can just keep the result. Maybe just take 1 strain.
Okay.
Okay. So does that give me a boost die or something if it's a triumph?
I mean, it is a triumph.
It is a triumph. Doesn't say it does anything else. So, well, again, I'm using it for a strange method. So I'm going to say the triumph is going to give them an upgrade instead of a boost.
Okay.
So I will upgrade the check. You're good to go with your astrocartography.
Astrocartography. Oh shit.
Odd.
That's a lot of advantage for no success.
A lot of advantage for nothing. The stars
Okay.
look fairly similar, but something's off about them. You're not sure exactly where you've ended up, but you think you might be
Fuck,
slightly
did we-
off from your location.
What if it's a temporal thing and we're just a few hours out of our projected time?
I wouldn't do that to you. Time travel in like the first mission?
Not full time travel, just, jet lag.
Stuck in a parallel loop where we're constantly chasing ourselves.
I was just saying we
Fascinating.
basically just switched to China time when we were in New York and didn't realize that type thing.
Yeah, just careful. Chris watches Star Trek. They literally get into stupid parallel loops where they keep chasing themselves or
I
get
don't
stuck
want
in
it
weird
that bad.
places.
I just wanted
yeah,
a few hours.
This wormhole
Few
nonsense started around Groundhog Day, right?
Oh no.
Ah.
Shut the hell up. No movies for you. Get out. But
I don't know what to do with all these successes. I mean, advantages.
I'm gonna tell Thras, since I mean it is technically his ship, to like get us back on course. I know Shepard needs a rest, but Shepard is also the one that doesn't actually need to sleep. So I want the rest of the crew.
Sin doesn't
taking the
need to
rest-
sleep either, and Sin is at full. So Shepard, I think, should rest.
Okay.
With your 4 advantages, I'm going to say everybody recovers 1 strain.
Okay, thank you. At least help.
Sure.
Yeah, you've assuaged everyone's fears that they have gotten halfway across the universe, at least.
We're at least in the right part of the universe. We just can't. It's taken trouble figuring out our location compared to our target.
All right. Good idea, security officer. So I want you and the Thras to resume our previous heading. We will convene again at 0800.
Very well.
Understood.
Let's
Rest
try
well.
and find this signal, yes?
Yes, yes, indeed.
I have found it. It is still approximately where it was. We were only gone for a few hours. But we'll need to hurry. It's about to probably make another jump to the next system.
Understood. Let us proceed while the others are resting. Make up the time.
All right. Do you want to make the operating check, or should I?
If I were to guesstimate, I don't have any skills in operations. I would only be, say, 2 green. Would you be able to do any better?
2 green. Let me see. That is not my character sheet. That is a spaceship. Operating is 2 green for me too. We are both very green.
Okay.
Best you can do is one assist the other.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll
I'll
do it.
assist you.
It's my
Okay.
ship. I'll take the responsibility.
It's your ship, but see the stars. And Sin starts pointing out because he was watching Yara, like, orient the ship and figure out which plane of existence we were on. It's like, that one over there. I think it's a red giant. It looks familiar.
Good. Paying attention to the red ones, I guess. But it does help. At
There we
least.
go.
Let's get out of here. That actually, yours specifically helped because the boost die is what rolled the success.
Jesus Christ.
I am,
Ah,
how you
red
say,
giants.
a little stupid. But I'm lucky. Right.
He was targeting the wrong solar system, and she's like, no, over there. Over there.
If you can't be good, you might as well be lucky.
Kind of compass you reading there, boy. Alright, you guys take the night off. And
Everyone heals one wound.
you leave the
Can we
system.
get our strain back then?
I'm going to say
It's been...
you've recovered all of your strain. You recovered one wound. Has anybody taken any critical injuries?
No, none of us has.
I'm pretty sure Zaldenrock did.
Yeah,
Mm.
Zaldenrock.
Because-
critical injury. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I was winded.
Injuries. You can do a heal attempt once per week per injury. So I guess you could try and heal this one now, or you could wait and see if you get a worse one.
Could Shepard...
Actually, it doesn't matter because you can do one attempt per injury. So I guess you can attempt it now.
Could
Yeah,
Shepard...
what is that?
Yeah, if it's a medicine check, could Shepard do it? Or me do it, since we have the medicine to help him out?
What's the severity of your wound, Zaldenrock?
2 purple. Is that?
Yep, that is the severity.
Okay.
So that's the difficulty of it. That's the medicine check required to heal it. It's +2 difficulty if you're treating yourself.
Yeah, Shepard, you wanna cover this and I give you a boost?
Are we not still in rest?
This is part
Or
of
is
this
this
rest.
next day?
This is part of rest. We can help him out.
Yeah.
If Zaldenrock can find out where I'm hiding on the ship, sure.
So
Or,
I'm a big person.
Yara, you go
Or-
looking for Shepard, for a little help on the Xeno alien that you're.
You told me go into standby mode.
Yeah.
I'm being cargo somewhere.
If you want, you can make a perception check versus Shepard's stealth.
I'll try.
Oh God!
I didn't. Okay, so.
Oh yeah. But
Thankfully, the purple dice were blank. So
Okay.
I'll remove all the purple dice. Shepard, why don't you do a stealth check?
I mean,
I know that this isn't the proper way to do this, but
sure.
I think I found her.
okay, you
I
find.
passed by her 3 times and then realized that it's not a statue in the cargo hold.
Yeah, there was just like
Shepard.
a shiny metal dome that you passed amongst the things. Zaldenrock had accounted for it, but he's in the medbay right now. So you find Shepard. With a tap, they glow.
Shepard, Zaldenrock needs help. I got stuff to do, but I can help you start the procedure.
I can be standby mode and assist immediately.
All right, come on. Let's go to medbay.
I make sure I hide my plants and they go away.
Yeah,
Right.
I will follow shortly.
All right, so we'll treat this as I'm giving Shepard a boost die for a medicine check.
Okay, I have applied the boost. The difficulty is 2. Shepard, medicine. Well, that's not a success.
It's 2 advantages.
There's 2 advantages. Well, that doesn't really do anything in this case. So
Nope.
Yeah. It
It's
didn't
not-
break anything either, though. So
Yeah,
that's also good.
it didn't break
Yeah.
anything either. So we're good. Zaldenrock, you'll have to wait a week before you try to heal that critical injury of. Oh my goodness, that was a bad one though, wasn't it?
Winded.
It was particularly inconvenient for his species.
Yeah, cannot voluntarily suffer strain to activate abilities or gain additional maneuvers. Oh, so you actually couldn't have, even if we, even though I offered you to get
Yeah,
an
I
additional
knew
maneuver.
that. That's why I didn't do it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
was happening.
Right.
I was just playing 3D chess.
Yeah, hey, they're on a different level. Okay, so you guys reorient yourselves and you travel to the next X over. So let's go here, just temporarily, even though it probably is taxing everybody's computers, but it's fine. Ugh. You guys emerge from a nearby wormhole, but you failed to notice the planet nearby. You're going back on the trail.
Our perception isn't that bad.
It's right outside the wormhole. Yeah, but we went out the other side.
Yeah.
It was a sort of like offshoot temporary wormhole near Quan. So you guys kind of got a head start almost. You find yourselves on your way. Let's actually have you go here to this one. Following the Letnev ship, they were taking a path around Quan, and that took you up north here, towards the center of the galaxy. All right, let's do some stuff. All right. While you guys are traveling, you guys are resting. Zaldarak was trying to heal up. He's just trying to get the wind back in his lungs and under his feathers. What is everybody doing as they're traveling? They finally have gotten the signal back on track, so it's business as usual. I just want to hear what everybody's doing as a vignette.
Preparing food for other organisms?
All right.
Eh.
Shepard is creating food.
When you say it like that, it sounds like I'm mashing together like Play-Doh.
They're
Hey,
synthesizing
notice it
food.
It's mashed potatoes.
It's not
You
cooking
hope.
food. It's preparing and synthesizing food.
Everything you make just turn out to be mashed potatoes.
Nutritional yeast.
Yara
You're
doesn't complain as long
basically-
as it's edible.
Yeah.
Making like nutrition paste. Because it's like, oh, this is maximum density of everything organics needs. Here.
Oh god, it's Bender.
And it's
Okay.
horrible slop.
Yara still puts it in a bunch of Tupperware and labels it.
Okay, like so who processed the files that we downloaded?
Oh, I want to deal with that because I downloaded shit that I need to encrypt. Oh, but I have to go to my guy.
You need to decrypt, not
But we have to
encrypt.
go to my guy to do that or contact him.
Yep, you found you know a guy that would be able to decrypt it. They're probably in SAR space, so they might be near Letnev, you realize. I say Letnev, but they might be near Renterra and Arc Prime because the SAR current location of their homeworld is nearby. Only like 2 hexes away, I think.
So, I know there's a whole thing about like distance when it comes to comms and stuff. Can I like basically try and work on improving our like comm range to basically make our tracker easier to track and also, see if we can reach further out trying to contact people?
So you want to increase the distance to try to maybe contact your contact?
Yeah, and just, have basically our ship system be easier to like reach out and try and talk to people.
That technology is currently not possible for you guys.
Okay.
To communicate beyond more than 1 hex away.
Mm-hmm. So the best I could do is, I don't know. Maybe I could just try and get a better bead on our tracking right now. So we don't
Actually,
lose it.
okay, I want since like we can't do anything with the data, I want Yara. I'm gonna tell Yara to make a copy of this and put it into the data crystal.
That's a
I'm
good
gonna email
idea.
it to him, so I can have a personal copy.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's definitely doable, and I would say that doesn't even cost a story point probably. But you want a copy of it, so you instruct Yara to copy it. I don't think
There you
that
go.
there's even any check that's required there. This is drag and drop with a folder.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
I'll probably have a copy of my personal savant thing too, as well.
Sure. You make another.
Hoarding data.
You make another additional copy. All right. Does anybody else want to do anything? What's Zaldenrock doing during this downtime?
Being winded.
That's fair.
Brooding.
Sorry.
Brooding.
Practicing with his new rifle.
Oh yeah, I mean he's in the cargo bay. Maybe he could be setting up a target thing there.
I mean, if he basically does a proper spacewalk, he could easily just shoot without worrying about breaching a hull.
He might be AFK or he might be on push to talk.
Oh, I sneezed once.
Ah,
Yeah, I'll probably just be playing with my rifle in the cargo bay. Disassembling it, assembling it together.
I was going to say,
again.
actually, I have a question. Do you have your other gun with you?
It's always with me.
Okay. And is it? Do you have it like slung on you as you're doing this stuff with the disassembler, or is it like off to the side?
Probably like off to the side.
Cool. Because I was going to say, like, while you're doing that, Nolly probably comes like wandering in, and, like sees you doing that. Whoa, cool gun. Did you find that on the ship?
Oh, this one? Yes.
Whoa.
I took it off of a corpse.
Wow, you're really good at that, the taking it apart thing.
Many, many years of training.
Huh. Can I try?
Sure. Go for it, I guess.
go nuts.
She kind of reaches over for your laser rifle and sort of lays it on the table and just looks at it for a little bit, and then very quickly and precisely starts disassembling it, stripping the magazine, pulling out the barrels and the chamber and the action lock.
Nolly, I'm going to use a story point, and I'm going to have you shoot at the target.
Oh.
I'm going to have you make a, what is it, heavy ranged attack?
I don't know. Is the laser rifle heavy or light?
If it's a rifle, it should be heavy.
It's ranged heavy.
Okay,
Okay.
you are good to go. Alright, you succeed and get a bullseye on the target.
Cool. Yeah, she disassembles the gun and then immediately puts it all back together, aims it at the target, takes a bullseye, and then puts it down and kind of like zones out for a sec.
The hell was that?
What was what? Whoa, cool gun.
Whoa,
What do you
cool
mean,
gun.
What? Don't you see the target there? You hit that.
The what? Oh,
Do you not
Huh.
remember that?
I don't know. I
Am
just
the
kind
one
of
with the
like, I just kind of like zoned out for a second there. I guess. I don't know. It felt kind of good.
Go to the med bay and make sure you don't have a concussion.
You know what? That's a good idea. I took a pretty hard landing in the shuttle.
Yes, you did.
Oh, the goddamn shuttle.
That's
I want
right.
Nolly and me try and make that thing more usable, like outfit it maybe with a turret or something. That would be useful.
Aw.
And as she's walking away, Nell's gonna be like,
And don't forget, Zonarock, we got to talk about why you left the flight.
Yes.
You promise. Okay.
Fuck this happened.
If we can give Nolly a goddamn TIE fighter, that'd be amazing.
We are not liable for the damages that Nolly will cause to everything in her wake.
We got two mechanics here. We can come up with something.
Mechanics don't work for organic flesh.
Also, TIE Fighter is just like, we can do better than that. TIE Fighter is real crap.
A-Wing's
X-Wing?
nice.
Yes.
I mean,
To be
the
fair,
reason
it
why-
is an
second to
escape pod.
Z95.
It is an escape pod.
that's why it'd be tricky to kind of build it up, and why you
Yeah.
know you probably have to roll for it. But that's fine. We stole stuff from the ships, right?
Honestly, I don't think we should make a ship. I think we should make a bomb out of it because it's an escape pod. If you encounter anyone unsavory, we could eject the escape pod. If they try to finagle with it, they could get blown up. I think it's better as a trick bomb.
That's a pretty cool idea. And honestly,
I
I
like
was
that.
going to say I wasn't going to allow you guys to mount a gun on it. So I was going to say it probably doesn't have any hard points. But if you're removing a person in the inside from the equation, that might be doable. Just put some C4 in there, you know.
Having some decoy cargo that we can dump at will seems like a pretty good defensive tech.
This feels a little bit of violation of the Geneva Convention, but okay, we could probably pull that off.
What is this? What is this Geneva you call? Is this some Yordian tradition?
You're holding stolen battle reports from another faction.
That's very different than disguising something that's like an escaped civilian vehicle as a,
Hey, if
what's
they
that called?
shoot it and get blown up, they're the guy that is in the wrong. So
I guess that's a good point.
And I mean, the Letnev have no convictions about this sort of thing. I would
Yes.
imagine.
I'll put it with a comms bead with a basic sort of comm, so if somebody calls into it, you can pretend somebody's in there. If we're gonna go all the way with this.
Does anybody have any explosives? Or,
We have plants. We can make fertilizer into explosive. That's a thing that can be done. You can make fuel out of it.
now listen. You say we have plants, but we mostly have, moss, practically. And it's for cooking.
It's sorted by taste.
I have sorted the moss by taste myself.
It is sorted by color.
No, I was sorting it by taste, because the Letnev kind of care about the different flavors of it.
I already sorted by color, as I can distinguish which one is going to have the better flavor based off of color.
No, you don't have taste buds. I don't think we can trust you and your culinary expertise, my robotic friend.
The simple minerals that are feeding the plants will give a better flavor.
Now listen, I'm going to go back there, and I'm going to reorganize whatever mess you have created. Understand? I don't want you going back near my moss, because I need to have it in perfect working order. Raz walks out,
Shepard turns yellow.
unsure.
Two kobolds fighting over the moss.
Yes.
Thank you. At least we were all on the same page.
I have very much definitely taken moss away from him, though, that I am cultivating. It's mine.
I know. He's gonna check.
Okay.
So he's going to make a vigilance check. Because he might not be aware that you've taken any, but he's gonna see if he's Vigi with it.
How long have we been on the ship?
Like 3
not long.
days.
Yeah, it's not long.
Do you want to make a stealth check? Well, actually, what is your stealth?
Not good.
Okay, is it 1 purple from what I saw before?
1.
Yeah, 1 green.
Can I give a story
One
point to say
diamond.
that I did something really cool and hid it behind panels, and he doesn't know how to get behind them because he needs mechanics.
Upgrading the difficulty is something you can do, so we can turn that purple into a red.
Hell yeah.
Means it's now possible
Don't
for
touch my
Thraz to critically fail this vigilance check. We'll see what happens. Alright. Vigilance is down here. Oh, he doesn't have a lot in it, so...
He still got a fucking success.
Oh, he did, but he got 2 threats.
It really stressed him out.
I mean, Shepard's probably pretty threatening.
Wait a minute. There was... Oh, there was another box here. There's the box, but there's a little bit missing off of each one. They moved... Shepard. Where is it? It has to be somewhere. No, I can't let him know.
I'm willing to negotiate.
I did not know you were behind me. Listen, Shepard. It is vital. It is vital that I get this lichen back, because the Letnev are counting on me. They are living creatures that need to breathe, to live. Surely you understand that us corporeal folks need sustenance, yes?
Indeed. If it's so important to you, maybe we can make a deal.
A deal? Alright. I see how you want to work this. You have stolen Thraz's merchandise, but you have the advantage here is that you know where it is. And I do not. What is it you want?
Return later for more information.
What was that?
Honestly, you have no idea what I want. I just want to be like, fuck you, I have
Your
your
money
shit.
back?
Yeah.
You want your money back?
Oh, actually, that's a pretty good one. No, how about it's not even money back? How about it's more he can't fuck us over for some specific self-centered trait that he has going on. Because obviously he thinks for himself.
Do you want to get like an absolute guarantee, like no matter what type of deal? Like
Yeah, like maybe there's like you can't fuck us over like at least one
What a
time for a
yes.
thing. Yeah. I don't know if plants is gonna be enough for that, but more of like like a certainty.
you don't know value. You can just blackmail him and just say like, look, I'm gonna ask for a favor, and like no matter what, it better be fulfilled.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
So you're gonna ask him for a
And
favor?
also that a favor, and also he can have his lichen back at the end of the trip, because I want to make sure I hold on to it so he doesn't hide it.
Okay.
Which means it'll give it time to grow, so I can actually still have my own.
Sure. A few days, but we'll see. See how good your gardening is. So, this sounds like a negotiation check.
Yeah,
And not extortion.
I want to use the negotiation button.
I don't think
have.
this counts as extortion. Like, sure, they took something from them, but they are asking what they want. And they're willing to make
A deal.
and give deals.
I'm willing to give back what I've stolen for compensation.
Okay, so let me check his skills. Because it's going to be negotiation versus negotiation. Ooh. Okay. Your difficulty is set at 2 purple, 1 red.
Alright, ready?
I'm ready. Huh. Alright.
I guess it comes through with the least important thing ever.
So it would seem. I'm gonna go to this map that I have like icons to work with. This Thraz is gonna take a little strain.
Cats don't sweat.
Okay. They still
They
get
just
stressed.
overheat.
Raz is not connected to his character sheet.
That's fine. I feel good that I stressed him out. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you stressed him out, and you succeeded. So he's going to say, very well. I will do this for you. But you must know that you ever try something like this again, I will make life annoying for you. Not a very annoying way, but I can't do business with somebody bearing down my neck on every small negotiation that I make, especially when it does not involve them. Do you understand?
I understand that I am learning from you. I understand that there are values in this world that people need, and want, and desire. And I do understand that in this situation, you were harboring something that I enjoy, and I couldn't be an asset. But if you wish to consider me a threat, I will take that with humble appreciation and return your valuables by the end of this trip.
Good. We understand each other. Now that I've finally connected it and given him strain, it's gonna use one of his abilities.
Fuck!
So I'm going to give you 2... I'm gonna put an automatic 2 threat on your check with a clever retort. That's the thing that he has. So I'm gonna have you take 2 stress.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use a story point for his savvy negotiator. He's going to reduce the strain suffered by his cunning, so he's gonna take no strain. And normally you have to get them to like half strain to at least be willing to negotiate, but I'm gonna say that he's fine with accepting this deal since he has like free will of his own. But he's also going to deal another strain to you, so you're going to take a 3rd strain.
Ow. This is over some fucking succulents.
Oh, actually, it's not the strain that was dealt, it's the strain equal to his cunning modifier. So, you actually take, beyond this, an additional 3 strain.
Oh.
So you will have taken a total of 6 strain.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure why this guy's so angry at you, but he seems to be implying that he can make your life a living hell if you cross one of his deals again. And he seems not thrilled about it, but not stressed out about the whole ordeal. But he accepts your terms. Out of nicety and commonality with the nomad.
Organic emotions suck.
Very well. Alright, we haven't done anything yet. Yara, you were trying to outfit the pod.
I guess now I'm trying to outfit it with explosives.
Okay, so since you don't have any explosives on hand, you're going to have to try to make sure that you can consistently and conveniently and safely cause a, engine overload. On
Yeah.
command. We're going to...
Basically cause it to overheat and destabilize or whatever.
We're definitely going to call this... We're going to call this 1 part computers, 1 part mechanics. I'm going to say the mechanics is going to be easy and the computers is going to be average. So this is going to need the help of 2 people. Who wants to help?
Who has mechanics? I know Nolly does at least.
Yeah, Nolly can help.
Alright. Nolly, you're pretty good at mechanics, right?
Nolly needs something to focus on after a near flashback episode.
Do you tell me about that, by the way, since you probably would have run into me at the midday?
Yeah. Zalrog told me to come get my head checked, so I got bonked up.
Silly style.
Totally zonked
Nolly,
out.
how much do you remember about your childhood?
She zones out for a sec.
Okay, can you tell me about your mom and dad? Do you remember if they were nice people?
I mean, probably?
Did you dislike them?
I don't know, I never met him.
That's a bit strange, but otherwise you seem functioning and everything. And I do the whole basic doctor look at the eyes up and down stuff. I mean, your coordination seems fine, and you seem to remember things fine. But what's the earliest memory you think you have? 3 years ago?
Well, I remember I woke up in the shuttle that crashed in the bay. That was maybe a year ago on the
You're talking about on
Arcturus
the
station.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah, and then Nar found me, and then yeah, that was it. That was the beginning.
That was it. Do you know that some people have said some things about you back on the station?
Oh, what did they say about me?
That you're surprisingly capable in martial combat. There was a story one time of how some people tried to take something from you and you ended up dislocating their arm.
What? They were being mean. Those were bad people.
It was surprising because they were a really big species.
Yeah, well, just because I'm little doesn't mean I'm not dangerous.
Yeah, but most people don't have that capacity unless they're heavily trained. You don't remember how you learned how to do that?
I just kind of know how to do it. It's like when I do the thing with the machines. You just know how to do it. It's like talking.
Why don't you make a mechanics check now?
Yeah.
Well, not everything can be relearned.
Yeah.
That was an easy check.
Yeah.
This has been a rough day for checks.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with the advantage.
Can I do a computers to get it set up? Isn't going to do anything.
I'll say that
box set up.
say that Nolly can't reattempt the thing this turn. They'll have to do it another day, but you can still attempt your computers check to try to get your program running.
I'll just be like, how did you know that? Anyway, I'm trying to do this thing with the ship. Give me 1 second to see if I can get this set up at least. You got the check set up?
I do. Okay.
All right.
You take 1 strain from hearing Nolly's story. It's unnerving, but you do manage to get a program running. It just requires the engines to be properly enabled and connected to a little tiny device that you've applied to it. but the engines are kind of offline from damage from the wormhole. So Nolly will need to take some extra time to repair it another time.
Nolly, in my medical advice, I say you should start keeping a journal.
Okay.
Um,
I think there's
I-
a data slate in my bag somewhere.
yes, just try and be pretty do it as often as you can, because it seems like when you have these moments of not remembering things, it might have been worth writing it down after something happens, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it now and write out the thing that happened with Zalnrock.
Yeah. You seem like you're very capable and pleasant, but yeah, I guess I shouldn't believe all the rumors I hear, but I just want you to know that if you ever think of something that's a little bit more extreme or disconcerting, you should probably let some others know, so that they can help you with it.
Yara, you're so nice. You're invited to my birthday party. Okay, bye.
All right, take care.
All right. Fantastic. Okay. Sin, did you want to do anything in particular? I don't remember if you said what you were doing.
I was waiting for other people because I didn't want to interrupt narrative.
Yeah, that's fine. Everybody gets a chance
so-
to say what they're doing during the exploration.
Sin is getting reacquainted with using a cruise lance because it's been quite a while. So he has his red scarf on because it's downtime, and he's doing some training and basically like katas in order to justify why he has sneak attack now.
All right.
Does it kind of look like lightsaber training, like your Star Wars kid?
Sure.
I'm going to use a story point. Gervald walks in on you.
What
Hello,
you doing?
Commander. I'm practicing. It's been a while since I've handled one of these.
Do you need, are you working on the basics, or do you need someone to spar? I do pull out my blade.
I don't know if I can do non-lethal, but that would be enjoyable. Commander, thank you.
Well, if necessary, you want to focus on your recovery, that's fine by me. We encountered a member of the Creus. Actually, how open is the knowledge of the Crimson Legionnaire? Is it like rumored here, or something like?
I believe Shepard tried to do this check, and I think people on the ship tried to do this check.
And failed horribly at it.
Yeah, but they can They can have reported back to you, and perhaps you are trying this check as well. So let's do. Hold on, where's my game master sheet? Okay, this is going to be niche knowledge, but it's going to be a lore check.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready.
I am ready. Okay. You have not heard of these creatures before.
Okay. We did encounter an unknown Creus assailant. The markings were unfamiliar, and it appeared to be equipped with a gun that the Zalnrock is now in possession of. Do you know anything about it?
The weapon? Not this one.
You'd be able to describe the look of it, though, so you could mention that it's red and stuff.
Well, we have the weapon, like Zalnrock has it.
I meant of the Creus, because the Creus depiction was part of it, wasn't it?
And so other than the red mist form, I don't think Sin was present for that encounter, so he wouldn't know.
Yeah, he's like, keep an eye on things. Make sure you check that the land's over, and if you need any more training, I'll be around.
Thank you, Commander. May I ask, did you encounter one like me, with some interesting coloring?
Yes, red glow. What do you know about them?
They are unpleasant, not a part of the Cruise faction, and very dangerous. If we encounter any more, then please let me know immediately. I would like to help.
You say help. Are you capable of disabling these creatures?
Yes. In a way, yes.
Okay, my eyes narrow, but it's like, all right. The crew
It's
shall be counting on you.
it's difficult to explain to material plane beings. It's not the most linear description.
Understood. My eyes are nearly a slit, but I was like understood. I was like, keep me informed, and I shall keep you informed as well.
Certainly. Rest well, Commander. You look rather worn still.
Yeah.
Need you in good health to lead us.
I'm gonna clutch at my chest and it's like, I had to do a better job then. It's like, farewell, and
Farewell.
I'm going to slowly slink away.
Here's a story point. You don't slink away. No, I'm just kidding.
You slip directly into the wall. You're stuck.
Idiot. Okay.
Sin thinks he handled that encounter very well, and
Yeah.
no one's suspicious.
And I've
Yes,
discovered
it's
a new
like,
GM power with story points. I can move you guys around.
So you don't have eyes, so like you don't understand what eyes narrowed means.
Yeah.
Nope, not at all, actually. He just thinks that you're the pretty color
Ah,
because your uniform is red.
All right. I'm going to introduce a new fact, the final story point, as we go into a new encounter. And you guys are almost back at full again. Congratulations. So,
well, in terms of resolves, not in health.
sure.
I got stressed by a cat.
Very stressed by a cat. Yeah, do not cross Thraz, apparently. Maybe turn him and orient him towards a villain, and then it'll be more useful. All right. Let's say that it is Shepard's turn on the bridge, and we'll say that. We'll say Yara's there, keeping an eye on them as well. So, Shepard, and Yara, whoever has the higher vigilance.
Let me go see. My vigilance is only 3 green.
3 green. Is it better than Shepard's?
2.
Okay.
I guess so.
Shepard assists Yara with a vigilance check.
Set up.
Set up.
Nope.
Okay. You recover 1 strain. So there's that.
Cool. I'm back to 0.
Whew. Glad things are finally calming down, huh? And
With Shepard here, I feel safe.
yeah. And it takes you a
Nothing
bit,
can go possibly wrong.
but you spend an entire shift before, we'll say, Nolly and, I don't know, Gervalt come to relieve you. And
The old man and the child.
yeah. Nolly kind of pops in, top of the morning to you guys, and notices something not great. They look towards the console that Shepard is in front of, and the tracking signal is gone.
Okay. I thought you were gonna be like, it has been blinking. Bad.
That's
For, like,
that's
ever.
also really bad. God damn.
Yeah.
What? I'm just gonna do a big Nani the fuck. It's like
The SpongeBob fish. What?
You
Yara was doing that thing where they're like half asleep and just all of a sudden bolts up with the ears like, wait, what?
Shepard, you were supposed to be watching that.
I was watching.
You're supposed
there's
to tell
no-
us when something goes wrong.
it went away.
I was only able to watch.
I should have been more clear to Shepard. I take some responsibility in this.
Direct commands. Got it.
Like one of those unblinking, unmoved. I keep my eyes on you until you get back. Watching.
I'm gonna claw the hand in the air. It's kind of like if you were smaller, I will suplex you, but you're too big.
All right.
Yeah, can I check the logs for its last current location?
Yes. You check for the last known location, and I'm going to say this doesn't require a check. The last known location was a nearby nebula.
Okay.
Oh God! All
But
right.
is it real nebula or fake nebula like the last one?
You're not sure. There's just a strange cloud that's giving off anomalous signals. It appears to be blocking your scanning.
All right. Full course. Actually, was it the do you have any charted information around this region of space? Like wormhole is spontaneously occurring, but nebula generally aren't. So...
Is this an astrocartography check again?
So, I'm going to have this be a science check. And I will set... The difficulty will be standard. 2.
Okay, who has science?
I do. Just a regular
Okay.
science check.
Yep.
Alright.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
You can get your strain back. Hooray! But
I was at 0 strain.
You won 1 strain.
you've been awarded 1 strain.
I want this triumph to mean something.
All right. The this strange cloud isn't actually a nebula. It's some sort of like hydrogen storm, probably set off by a nearby sun. But the point is, it's an opportunistic way to block sensors, and apparently, in case these guys were being followed, they decided to enter it for a spell. Maybe change their direction once they come out, if and when they come out. You do know, with your triumph, because it's vital to the encounter, that you can possibly scan them. It's just going to be manual, and it might reveal your position to them.
Hey, Nolly? I know we were trying to set up the pod to explode, but since we never got around to setting up the explosives, would you be cool maybe taking some equipment and heading out in it?
Here's how you can scan it down. You guys have scanning probes.
Okay.
You can send
Oh, we
those
do.
out to do a long distance scan throughout this hexagon, pretty much.
We lose our advantage of stealth.
You might, yes. And to that end, let's put a new clock out.
And that's kind of what I was also saying. If we send somebody in a probe ship that isn't our ship.
Okay,
That makes it
officers, your thoughts. I kind of want to get a general vibe for how everyone wants to think about this.
Space is big, and they have warp tech. If we lose them, that kind of defeats the whole mission.
We know their destination. We could intercept them.
I definitely like staying with stealth.
Can we reiterate what the specifics of the mission are?
You need to keep track of them to find out where they're taking the ship, and follow them to the vault, let them open it, and then reclaim what they find inside.
So we're supposed to engage and reclaim what they find inside. It's also a difficult thing, so maybe retaining stealth is more important. But do we know where the vault is?
It is on Arc Prime. Like, so long as we navigate to Arc Prime, we could theoretically intercept them if we make haste.
If that's where they're going directly, or if they find the tracking device and remove it at some point.
Or just switch ships too is a possibility.
Well, technically, the device is in it's in
Oh,
their
in the
cargo.
cargo vessel. Yeah, okay.
They would
That's
need
fair.
to find it and remove it. Still possible when they get to Arc Prime.
Well, at that point, like, if the trail goes cold because of that, then we have no hope, but it's not contingent on our decision. It's an active decision they made. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. If anything, if they're trying to distract us with the signal, like, they wouldn't hide. They would just openly display the signal somewhere else as a distraction. So I do not think they actually know about the tracker.
I mean, they wouldn't have gone into the nebula if they didn't suspect someone was following them, so they're automatically on high alert. So I think we should go in as sneakily as possible and try not to set off any alarms.
Okay, in that case, I think the general consensus is clear unless someone else has a major objection.
No, not me.
Okay, I believe belay that order on the probe launch. We should navigate on a parallel course toward Arc Prime, and if luck has it, that we should be able to maintain resume tracking once the anomaly is over.
All right. If there are no objections,
Nope, none.
then we continue. You guys find something popping up on your sensors. There is a ship scanning in the area using probes.
Shit.
No, they're the one that's scanning. Like
There's a
Yeah.
ship scanning in the area.
Right, and the area is outside the nebula.
Well, they're scanning. Somebody's scanning the hex. They've done what you were potentially going to do.
Okay.
They are searching for something in the system.
Can we get a signature on the ship?
You could
To-
certainly try to scan them back.
Yeah, we need someone to flex some of the nomad authority against these people. Scan them and maybe eventually hail them.
Yeah, they are
What-
at essentially strategic range to you guys. You have no clue visually where they are.
So we don't have a visual. We don't have a identification. We just have a signal pulse.
There's a ship
Is that-
signature that has appeared on your scans. There are
Okay.
multiple probes that are emitting a scanning thing that you are picking up on.
Yeah, so we know that there is another ship within the system scanning the nebula trying to find stuff.
Okay, I will say don't try to scan back, but since we are aware of their general location, maybe we should just go there and just approach at a hailing range, because it doesn't mean that let's not provoke anything with counter scans or anything like that.
Yeah. And also, don't we have a legitimate reason to be heading towards Arctis Prime in the first place with Thraz's business deal with the Moss?
Yeah, well, illegitimate.
No.
Yeah.
I think
anyone-
we contact.
We have a
Thraz
cover.
that- We have a cover.
I'm
Thraz,
an
get up
ops.
to the bridge.
The other option is to just go into the nebula and then we can't get scanned.
No, they're actively scanning the nebula.
Or
so-
rather, it would be harder to detect us, rather.
Yeah. Also,
I
the fact is, they are like, you don't have a tracking device on this other ship. You don't know where they are. You would need to do a similar scan of your own in order to find their location. All you're detecting is essentially radio signals, but subspace signals
Okay.
that are hitting your ship as they're scanning with various probes. So you could probably triangulate where they're coming from, but for now it's just you're getting random pings.
Okay, in that case, I suggest we do a single sweep.
You want me to triangulate as best I can?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I? I mean, theoretically, we'd be able to try and get at least a general area.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
So you're just doing a general scan, no probes.
Yeah, this is us just using the data we collected to do triangulate what we can. Like this probe's
Yeah.
over here, so the average distance and stuff.
I wanted to kind of like a submarine single ping thing. Like we just want to get the preliminary information, so that's what I'm saying. Like single sweep.
Okay, we'll call this a
No
wide
divers in the
scan.
area. No one's gonna kill him.
We'll call this a
And then I'd
wide
say
scan.
also maybe
Mhm.
we also move the ship a tiny bit after we do our initial ping to throw them off a little bit as well.
Yeah, we'll wait until Chris's description.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll call this a wide scan, which I'm going to say is a vigilance check. You're not really using computers, you're just keeping an eye on all of the signals that are coming into the scanners
The
currently.
person who's the sonar reader. Anyone got good vigilance as a skill?
I have 3 green.
1 yellow, 2 green.
All right.
Okay, Sin, You're up. I got the thing set up for you.
Okay.
Scan Meister.
This
Okay.
is a difficulty 4.
Oof. Is there any way can we assist?
Yeah.
All right. Yara is just gonna try and make sure the data that's coming in is as accurate as possible.
You tune the computers a bit.
Okie doke.
I am
Roll.
all set. Yes.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. If you had, I don't think you have any strain, do you?
I have none. I'm back at full.
You're Gucci. All
Could you
right.
just give an assist to the next check?
Yeah, you can do that. Okay. The next check will have reduced difficulty and has a boost. You have detected 4 signatures, at least, that exist nearby and outside of the nebula. So we're going to say that there are 2 ship signatures that are in the system. You have found their approximate locations, at least, but that's all that you know, is that they are ship signatures and that they are outside of the nebula. You weren't able to scan down anything in the nebula. In order to get further information, you would need to do a more narrow scan.
Okay. Could we be able to, if we know the general, could we then use that just to see if our tracking device can ping?
Well, your tracking device is not pinging off of either of these.
So
not-
we have basically what we need to do. If we want more information, we need to engage probes in order to get a narrower scan of one of these 2 ships.
Yes,
That's
there are
my
2
understanding?
ships. Yes, there are 2 other ships in the system, other than you guys, and neither of them seems to have the tracking device pinging back to you. There's also a nebula nearby which does not have any information. There is also a cosmic anomaly nearby, but that's all you know about that as well. There's a distortion in the subspace signals, but it's not a ship, so I didn't tell you that. Now I told you that.
Oh, so there's a nebula and there's a distortion, and we've lost the original signal.
Yes.
Okay.
You have what's known in the business as a situation.
Yep.
Many such things.
I recommend, this is out of character, using the probes, getting a bead on what the hell these other 2 ships are, and maybe looking a little bit deeper into the anomaly. Because it seems weird that we've already run into a wormhole, and then all of a sudden there's another one.
Yeah, I mean, also out of character. I think out of these 2 ships, the one that is perhaps most important to get information on is the one that is actively searching, because theoretically the ship that is trying to lose us, we still know where they're going in the end. But this other ship, if there's someone else who potentially knows what is on the ship that we have bugged, that maybe is more important to know.
Yeah.
We want to send some probes out. Okay.
So can we just do a scan without seeing the probe? I thought that's what the...
That's what I've given you the results of that.
Okay.
And the results of that was there's 2 ships.
And you know
Okay.
There's 2
approximately where
ships
they
in
are.
anomaly.
So
2
you could
ships
go towards either of those ships and try to get close enough within visual range, like short range scanners, but right
Why don't we
now
just
you're at
approach visually?
strategic range, so you can't put them on screen or anything.
Why don't we just go there?
Approach visually.
Okay, which one do you want to go to? Because you don't have any information.
Is there any differentials between the 2?
None that you can
No,
get
that's
with
why
the
we-
wide
One
scan.
is scanning and the other one isn't.
I say the one that is scanning. I think that's the one
Yes.
that we want to approach.
Okay.
Okay, well, there's not much way to figure out which one of them has sent out these probes.
Then how can we tell which one's scanning and one's not?
I never told you which one was scanning. I told
We
you
just
there's
know
2
that there
ships in
are
the
scan
system.
probes out there. We are picking up 2 ship signals. We know the approximate locations of them, and we know that there are scanning probes out and about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? In that case, do you guys want to make a 50-50 bet?
I
mean,
want
that's-
Zaldenrock to pick.
All right.
Oh no.
50-50 odd.
Right.
Okay. Gonna go towards the right ship.
Yes, the correct ship.
All right. So let's do this. Let's have you guys make a. What are my checks that we have here available? You know what? Does anybody? Nobody has any way of like making the ship stealthier, right?
I don't think so.
Not unless rubbing myself on the outside will help.
Okay. I know you do have stealth skills. So, you can try and approach stealthily, or you can just try and approach as quickly as possible. Those are your two options. What do you want to do?
Both can be interpreted as aggressive, though. Can we choose a non-aggressive approach?
I think full speed is more aggressive, so I think we should just go as a regular.
Just
speed.
act casual, you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
Put on some smooth jazz and just go.
that's suspicious as fuck. No jazz.
Okay. Then I am going to increase the heat.
Increase the heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it by 2. There
Yeah.
we go.
Because I think trying to go stealthily is suspicious if they pick us up on the scanners, which they're looking for, and going too fast, they'll just be like, what's going on? So we just go at a normal traveling speed.
Perfect. You approach the one that is on the right. I'm just going to move the ship approximately to the right. There is a ship there. Okay, you get in range of the ship. I'm going to have vigilance check from... Let's see, who hasn't made a check recently? Zaldenrock chose right. Zaldenrock, why don't you make a vigilance check?
Okay.
Also, I think he has the best vigilance check in the group too.
There you go. Your difficulty
like
is
second
set.
best, probably.
It might have been Sin, might have been the best one.
A triumph.
Yeah.
Still good.
We'll keep it. Yeah, the triumph. So that was not a success, but you did get a triumph, and you can still spend it. That's how that works, I think. Yeah, you can not succeed but still get a triumph.
Really?
I believe that's how it works. Maybe?
I thought Triumph was like a super success type of deal.
I just know that it can't be canceled. Okay. I'm not entirely sure on this, but I will just say that it is a success. And it's a triumph. For some reason I thought I read somewhere that that was a thing that could happen.
Yeah,
So,
during this step, in successes and failures for interpreting the dice pool, it's important to note that triumph symbol contributes 1 success to the pool in addition to any special effects. Same thing with despairs. They contribute 1 failure to the pool.
can they... Okay, so...
In addition, yeah, and it says in addition to any special effects it may trigger.
Okay. So that's... I think that means it's still... It is, like I said, it's not a success because it got canceled, but the fact that there's a triumph there means that you can spend it to do stuff that costs a triumph. Does that make sense?
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, because there's technically... yes. That seems correct.
Okay. So I'm going to say you didn't get this information ahead of time, but I will say that you did identify the ship. The ship is of Winaran make. It is a Winu ship. Let's put it over here. And you have seen this class of ship before, Zaldenrock. It is a Princeps subjugation bomber. It is a military vessel, but it is a smaller vessel, if you will. However, they have noticed your guys' approach, and they hop on comms. You guys get an incoming hail.
Put it, patch us through.
Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, 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 beep. Yes. Very good. Let me try and put a thing here. Okay. let's move Thraz out of the way. Perfect. Thraz is still here, but in-spirited. Okay.
We put him in a box.
A alien wearing golden jewelry, but also military like gear that is as gaudy as the Letnevs, if on a different scale. Instead of like spines and epaulets on their shoulders and like nice taut buttons, these guys are wearing like robes that have been bound tightly by golden bands. There's also like streaks of like purple and orange triangles all over their patterned garb. They come onto the comms and say, "Who is this? What are you doing out here?"
I'm gonna respond like, this is a NLU transport vessel, the Kinro Gauntlet. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. We're transporting, we're doing trade goods to Arc Prime.
You're going to Arc Prime. Confirm?
It's like, affirmative.
All right. And what are these trade goods that you're carrying?
We're merely transporting some food supplies.
I'm gonna have you make a charm check.
Ah, fuck.
You're not
Sin
lying and
puts
you're not
his scarf
coercing
away.
them.
Oh, scarf time's over.
Okay,
Exactly.
I'm gonna to story point because I need this badly.
I need this.
Okay.
Is this on visual?
It is on visual. You have a visual of them because you've gotten it in close range of them.
Okay, so you're looking all spiffy, and you have a Cruz like standing at attention behind you. Hopefully, that gives you some intimidation and some swag.
Okay, you
All
do
right.
so to apply a boost. Let me just make sure. 'Cause I need to triple check and make sure that they're. You're gonna go against their social skill. It's against their cool. Winnu are cool, right? Hello, fellow kids.
Hello, fellow galactic kids.
I'm the winner.
I'm the Winnu.
My charm gets an automatic threat added before I roll. Is that bad?
It is that bad. All right. I have applied the boost. You're good to go. Oh wait, story point. Now you're good to go.
Oh, thank God.
Nice. You still get a strain trying to act cool instead of demeaning to
It's a
this.
single bead of sweat. I'm nice.
Okay.
We're in a civilian vessel.
It's like don't call him a reptilian piece of shit. Just don't do that.
Okay. This guy is gonna take 3 strain, which this guy is just a rival, so he only has a wounds bar, so that's fine. They narrow their eyes. My name is Commander Gorm Gormian of the Princeps Bomber 62A. I'm going to need to board your ship and make sure that you're carrying legitimate goods, Mr. Gervault.
Under what authority do you have for boarding our ship?
Under the Winnu Trade Union, of course. And they're going
Is
to...
there a blockade? Is
Well, hold on. They're attempting a check.
okay.
They're going to attempt we'll call this a coercion check. They don't have any ranks in it, but they have enough, what is that? Not
They got
cunning.
enough arrogance to try anyway.
Yeah, they have enough willpower to try anyway. Get rid of these upgrades. Right. Oh, they failed. They're gonna get 1 threat as backlash. So they're trying to intimidate you, but Letnev are hard to intimidate, so they are a little understandably nervous about this effort. Wait a minute, what am I doing?
What's going on?
I have no idea. You're the DM.
I rolled 3 difficulty against nothing.
Oh god.
Oh.
Okay.
And then you failed on your own anyway.
Okay, so Gervalt,
Okay.
I'm sorry, what is your discipline?
Discipline is 1d12 and then 2 d8s.
Okay.
So 2 diamonds, 1 hexagon.
All right. Okay. This time is different. So I'm gonna say that instead of the strain, they're gonna accidentally reveal one of their strengths or flaws. What do you want from them, Gervald?
They're flaws, so I can needle them at it.
Yeah. Their flaw is they're very deceptive. They might, in fact, be trying to trick you about this whole authority thing. But you do take 3 strain from this effect. Okay, Sin.
Okay.
It sounded like you were trying to speak up against this guy.
Yeah. Is there a blockade in this sector? We were unaware of any sort of checkpoint.
Blockade. That's not needed, not necessary. Sin, what would you call this check? Charm,
fuck,
coercion, deception, negotiation?
I'm trying to kind of call his bluff and say bullshit. Like, we're a trade freighter going through unoccupied space. Fuck off. So I'm trying to coerce him into backing off.
Yeah, it was a little soft-spoken, but I will say
It could have been charm.
Yeah, like I could have said it could be charm, but I'm gonna say that it could also be coercion because you're like kind of arcing an eyebrow as you do this. Of course, a robotic eyebrow on your armor.
Your
Yeah,
non-existent eyebrow.
Sin he's not the kind who is going to get like overly aggressive unless he's like fucking hissing, but when he's interacting like this, he's trying to massage. So yeah, I was going for coercion.
Okay. You are all set on a coercion check against his discipline. Okay.
Fuck.
Does fail, but you got 2 advantages in a social encounter. You could learn his strength, or give somebody a boost, or give him a setback.
I'd like to give him a setback
Okay.
to his next check against Gervalt.
Well, just
I'm
his
trying to
next check
throw
in
him off.
general.
Yeah.
Okay. He's kind of getting thrown off a bit. A blockade. He realizes you're starting to call his bluff of authority here. Listen, you are a trade carrier, and I have bombers trained on your location. If you do not comply, I will be forced to open fire. We have seen smugglers traveling through this nebula, this temporary ion storm, and we need to make sure that every ship leaving is a legitimate one. We will deal with the consequences later, but we have the firepower to make my point count. I understood.
This isn't Winu space at all, right? Like
It
this
is
around the
nowhere
other
near
side of-
Winu space.
Yeah.
So maybe we should bring that up, and we don't even need the Nomad Authority. We could just bring up the authority of literally any of the other galactic
I'm going to bring up the
alliances.
Lednev Authority. I'm with the,
Yeah.
Well, we can
so-
get to that. Gorm
Yeah.
is actually doing a out of turn check here, and this is just because there's one of them and multiples of you. I'm kind of giving them legendary actions, which apparently is suggested to be a thing that you can do in Genesis. So Sin, they're definitely trying to coerce you at this point. What is your discipline?
Not great. Hold on. Where the hell is it? 3 green.
3 green. I will set the difficulty then. Okay. They take 1 strain themselves, trying to now enter a combat situation, potentially. But they're going to deal 3 strain to you, Sin.
Okay, fine. He's intimidated because he knows that this ship is not necessarily equipped for combat.
Yeah, it starts to worry Sin. Does anybody else want to crack at it, or do we maybe just want to loop it back, or does anybody want to do an assist?
I mean,
Do
I
we
want to
want
try
to
and...
negotiate around them?
Um,
You
hold
could-
on.
I could also let you guys have Thraz take a crack at it.
If we do a negotiation, we basically have to offer them something.
That's true.
So if we want to do that, that's fine. But what would we want to offer them to keep a lookout? We could ask them, what are they looking for? Could we help? That actually could be legitimate.
That's true. We
We
could
could say
give them a log almost of what we have on stock.
We saw another ship. We could let them know that.
But
We can also ask if the anomaly is related to the wormhole that we saw back there.
I think
and just sort of
information.
change the subject of the conversation.
You could
I
try
think
to
that will
spin
just.
it.
I think that will just cause them to go like, "Oh, I need your information now." Like, I think that'll just make them aggressive.
I mean,
Listen.
depending on how we negotiate, it could be.
These guys sound like they're probably looking for the same thing that we are. If we could maybe make them into an ally, that could be a potential spin on this that keeps the aggression off of us. If they know we're looking for the same thing.
The thing is, I got a motion to Thras. It's like the thing is, they got a bomber. I don't think they're here to recover anything. Bombers are not known for transfer. I don't think they're here to recover. I think they're here to destroy, and we can't afford any damage being done to the targets until they make it through.
That makes sense. I wouldn't want to lose my paycheck either.
It's like
We are missing valuable information. Are there not two ships?
Surely they're aware of this other ship if they're using probes.
or they detected if they're not the one using the probes, they detected the probes themselves, because if our garbage ship can detect it, I'm sure a military bomber can as well.
Well, why
Correct.
don't we ask?
Maybe there are other factors here that are not yet in play, and they're worried about them.
Why don't we ask? Thraz unmutes. Which one of you guys wants to talk?
Well, Thraz has the idea, so why don't we let Thraz take the first initiative?
As a negotiation, basically, he could argue, we're just a cargo ship, what would you guys need help with, type thing.
Kind of whisper that into Thraz's ear, and he kind of like licks his whiskers, and he's like, "All right, let's see what we can do." Mr. Gormian, that was your name. I'm not familiar with you in trading circles, but perhaps you have heard of me. I am Thraz. I am a trader in this sector of space. We are simply trying to get a handle on the situation here. We noticed your ship nearby. Are you the one using probes to scan down this system? No. We are not using probes. We do not have enough space on our ship for probes. That enters that.
Interesting.
So Shepard could chime in with, since Shepard has negotiation, right?
They do.
Shepard could say, we have enough space that we have done some scans, we could share our information with you.
We could give them information as part of the negotiations. Or are you attempting to negotiate off of our knowledge?
Like, are you trying to say we're gonna be like, hey, we know something and negotiate?
I
Or are
think
you
that's
trying
what
to be
Dan's
like, hey, we
implying.
saw the thing over there, we should negotiate what they're doing?
I think it's we know something, let's negotiate.
Okay, yes. So you're giving up some information already, which might be
Giving
good
up-
for us.
We're giving up that we have information, but we
Yeah.
didn't say what yet. So if we
Yeah.
need to double back, we could double back and tell about the wormhole or something.
Yeah, if you want to take over, I can say that information, like, oh, we've gathered this and relay it, and I can do the negotiation role.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say that. But,
Okay. Negotiation
we're-
is versus their negotiation, which isn't too high.
And
So-
we're also technically giving them a little taste of something, like, oh, there's something over there. Nice.
yeah. Because we want to work with the tools we got.
Does it give us a boosty?
I'm gonna say that. Yeah.
Hell yeah!
I'll say Thraz and Yara helped you and gave you a boost die.
We also
Don't need a
haven't
boost.
spent the Sin's Triumph thing yet because it wasn't on that roll against that Gorm made, so we could just sort of respend it and give them a boost from that.
Okay, then we can say it's 2 boosts.
Multi boost.
Go ahead.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't say
I'm
that.
sure you won't.
No negotiation. Oh,
Hey,
Holy
Ooh.
shit!
You didn't
It's a
fuck
pretty
it
good
up.
check.
I told you not to fuck it up, and you follow my orders.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
a good leader.
You
I listen to command.
you deal a critical remark with that triumph, which gives them a lot of strain. They're above half now. They're willing to negotiate.
They probably just immediately just like, they know some shit? Oh shit, we got info. Okay, be cool.
Actually, with the 3 success innately, they completely relent.
Do they tell us if those are enemies or friends?
After you share that you have information that they don't know, and that we probably know what they're looking for, or maybe you don't even say that. Maybe you just say
I don't
we've
think
been-
we know what they're looking for.
you
It's
just
that
say
we know
we've
that
been
there's something
scanning down
else.
the area and we have
Yeah.
information that might interest you. And Gorm kind of like pauses for a moment and says, "I will be right back." And the comms turn off for a few minutes.
I must sweat off comms.
He comes back
Right.
and he says, "Listen, Kinro Gauntlet," your signature says. What information do you have? If you can give us a clear record of your inventory and the information that you're willing to offer, we may be willing to let you get out of here without any damage to your hulls. Does that sound good?
Look, okay, I might gonna jump in, but just kind of out of game is like, I might jump in. Someone stop me.
Okay, Thraz, you should. Okay, in character. I'm gonna stop doing out of character. Thraz, you have a manifest, correct?
Of course, I have a manifest of all of my goods that are legally obtained and are heading to Arc Prime. I can send them to Mr. Gormgormian, and then we can give him the information that we have.
Excellent.
That's
Thank
fine.
you.
That's fine. He won't. He shouldn't be questioning our logs if you have it, as I assume it's kept under proper booking.
Of course.
Thraz is a professional, of course.
Alright, let me get my data stick. Let's send this shit over.
Shepard turns yellow, gathers information from Thraz.
Start
Thraz
collecting.
Thraz looks through like this purse that he has on him that has like a whole bunch of data sticks in it. He's like combing through it
Oh
with
my
his
God.
claws.
Oh my god.
Um,
Thank God.
He shakes one and kind of like
Hoarder.
listens to it. Yeah, this one will do.
It's not a purse, it's a man bag.
He sticks it into the slot and says, "Transmitting data now. You should be receiving it." Does everything look good? Kind of arcs an eyebrow. And we are unfortunately going to have to do a check from the bad guy.
Could I assist by just like also looking over to make sure there's no like obvious he got the wrong ship size mistake or something? That's how I give him a boost die.
You don't have time to look at the data disk, but you could at least back up
Okay.
his story.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see. His deception is 4.
So he's pretty good deception.
Yeah,
We want to not fail this.
we'll see. They don't have as good vigilance as they do like willpower. We'll see.
They can't pour over the list with a fork with a tooth
Ooh.
and nail or whatever.
Hold on. Let's see if Thraz can
Uh-oh.
salvage this. He might have
I mean, he
abilities.
succeeded.
Does he need assistance from someone else who is
I
looking
forgot the
from him?
boost. Forgot the boost.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, that too. Yeah.
Which is technically a
Throw a single
setback.
yellow.
Okay, well, it's a
Okay.
5th
Okay.
threat.
There's too many threats.
Threat.
It's the cat panting
Wait,
right
I thought
now.
Thraz was.
No, this
Four.
was their. There was
They're
their check.
they're
against-
trying to
against-
detect
Oh,
Thraz's
okay.
thing.
Mm.
So
That's a.
yeah, that is the worst possible outcome. What the hell? Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that
Can we use a story point somehow and like change this up?
no. I'm gonna say
Okay.
that he is willing to relent here because he was willing to negotiate. He knows that Thraz is lying and that this is a false manifest, but the manifest includes lots of weapons on board. He's pretending that he's a weapons smuggler. and
Oh.
that blowing up this ship could potentially damage theirs if they so much as lay a bomb on it. Very well. Very well. What is the information that you have to provide, Mr. Thraz? I'd like to hear it from Gervold, though.
We'll take a moment to collect our logs. I turn off the comms for a second. Okay, what do we want to give? Totally disconnecting us for a second so we can discuss real quick.
I think he caught on to my little ploy. I gave a false manifest, but he detected weapons on board.
Look, he can basically. I would say that we just, if we give him the coordinate, we are afraid of him blowing up the other ship, right? So
yeah, we do have the data on the rest of the anomaly. We have the data of the wormhole we came out of.
If we deceive him, we could tell him that there was a wormhole that they went into. Yeah, that wormhole
work.
we saw.
Yeah.
There's an unregistered wormhole. And what space did that go to? We figured out what space that was in, right? Where it shot us out?
We found out where it shot us out, yeah?
Yeah, but where was it?
It was near Quan.
Yeah, so we could give him that info and say, like, there might have been something that snuck that way.
Yeah.
Unregistered wormholes in the area, and there's anomaly in this sector.
And surely when they find it, they'll find traces of that wormhole energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that we could even say that we saw a cruise.
No, we should not divulge military information.
Okay, fair.
We don't need them knowing what we're after. If they think they know what they're after, they'll put two and two together. But they wanted to hear from you, Gervold, so I'm gonna give you a few hints on lying, okay?
Okay. It's like, what we're transmitting, it took us a while to compile, but what we're transmitting now is the several anomaly detection data that we encountered in our travels, along with some anomalies and a rogue wormhole that was near Quad. It's transmitting coordinates and information logs now. And
okay,
I'm just gonna
have you make a deception check, and I'm allowing Thraz to give you a boost here.
Okay, and I also want to use a story point.
Ooh, tasty. You guys have plenty of story points, so feel free.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do it. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. Successes.
Oh, thank God.
You recover one strain as the Winaran commander over here kind of looks over the records. Yes, the smugglers might have used this wormhole. It seems rather useful. And there is a wormhole existing there already, so it could be some anomalous smuggling route. We thank you, Kinro Gauntlet, and we will leave you unmolested today. But watch yourselves next time you encounter a Winaran pilot. Out.
Arrogant jackass.
That was easy. I'm gonna take my space over on this little console thingy.
I'm gonna mutter, arrogant jackass, and just I was like, helmsman, let us resume course.
There's still another unscanned ship in the area, and this one wasn't using the probes.
So should we send probes after it? That's the one we have to track, right? Is it possible to track it without getting close?
Well, we have a process of elimination of what that ship would be. So
we don't know if that's the ship that we're tracking. It could be. So let's
go anyway.
It's not emitting the tracking signature. Maybe they turned it off. But there's another ship using probes in the area, and this is probably it.
Okay.
All right, let us make our journey over there then.
Okay, I will ask again, stealthily, speedily, or normally. Normally, you will get 2 heat. If you do it stealthily, you might remove heat.
Let's do it stealthily.
Sorry, not remove heat, but you might get no heat applied.
I was gonna say, if we do it stealthily, wouldn't that just give us more heat? Because we're like, oh, they might be onto us.
So heat in this case is making the other ship that you are tracking aware of your presence. You were trying to keep at a healthy distance.
Could we,
I say
going towards the nebula, like help obscure us from their scans if we send out probes? Like, would that Is that a useful tactic in order to gather more information and also remain undetected? So could that be a stealthy maneuver forward?
I think it's still better for us to be open because it just makes us less suspicious.
But DM explicitly said that if we are detected and if they spot us in any way, shape, or form, that we are just going to gain heat.
Yeah.
So we should listen to that advice.
Taking normal action is going to increase heat at a steady rate. Taking action-based actions has a higher chance of better consequences, but it's a risk of worse consequences. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you can risk going stealthy, or you can risk going fast. If you do neither, then heat will just continue to accumulate.
I guess we'll risk going stealthy, and we can use the nebula to help with this then?
That is the idea.
Okay. I say we go for it then. Why not? What type of check would this be?
This would be stealth.
We got a stealth expert, I guess.
Hi!
Yeah.
How many ranks in stealth do you have?
2.
2. What is your intelligence?
2.
Okay, you're gonna roll 2 yellows for this.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. The difficulty is set for you.
Okay.
Succeeded.
Shit.
With 2 threat. Succeeded with 2 threat. This is going to increase the heat by 1 instead of 2. 2. Okay. The other ship is starting to become more aware of your position. You enter the nebula, I guess, and you emerge nearer to where the other ship was last detected. And you manage to at least sneak up on them. Let's do a knowledge. What did I do for identifying the ship last time? I did vigilance, actually. So let's do another vigilance check.
Was that Zaldenrock that was good at it?
Zaldenrock was good at it.
Yeah.
Zoltan
Keep
can
your-
do it. I could do it. I think he's
Keep
better
your
than me,
bird
though.
eyes peered.
All right.
Yep.
It's 1 yellow, 2 green for you, right?
1 green.
Oh, I think Sin might be best.
Well, Sin rolled recently, so we can have
Yeah,
either
that's.
Zoltan
I
or me
think
do
that's
this one.
good. Yeah.
Also, did you guys use a story point? Because I think I'm still at 6-1.
Oh, you know what? Let's do this. We're still. I'm still at 6-1 right now.
So am I. I don't think people have been clicking the use player story point.
Yeah.
But-
The last one we used was with the negotiation with Gravalt for the deception.
Yeah. Why don't we just move one over? Well,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
we're
that
so in the
we...
middle of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Does Chris have 2, so you can just take it back?
I have 2 currently, now that
Well,
I've
what
got
I
one
was-
over.
Well, what I was going to suggest was, why don't we have Nolly do this vigilance check, and I can spend a story point to do adaptable and roll whatever skill I want.
Oh.
Yeah, sounds
So
good.
it's a once a session thing, and I haven't used it yet. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Might as well
fine.
use it.
I want to use
okay.
it.
Okay, so she'll use the story point to roll piloting instead of vigilance.
Okay.
She has a war flashback, looks out the window.
Yeah.
This could be interesting depending on how this rolls.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead. Oh, wait.
Oh.
I never upgraded it. Redo it.
No. You don't have
wait,
to do the upgrade
'cause
because
you're doing the
upgrade
adaptable.
is that I roll a different thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry. Every time I hear story point. Okay. You succeeded with 1 strain. You take on a stress. A strain, rather. As you realize that the signature is rather unusual on the scanning device. This is not a ship that's normally found in this area, but the ship is a Thyros-class corvette. It is a Gashlai ship. They are the fire people.
Oh, fuck.
You recall some dealings with them. They are rather alien and not used to working with corporeal humanoids. Tensions with them have always been strained, especially since their enslavement by the Hylar people for military gains. Anyway, that's what type of ship it is.
Yeah.
It is a destroyer class vessel.
Oh. It's even worse.
Over.
Do we do a 180 and get the fuck out?
And I'm going
Can
to
we-
spend a story point as well.
I want to send a distress signal to the other ship we met so they can go hug and kiss each other.
That's an interesting out. Graz, Nolly, you share this with the group, right?
Yes.
Okay. You share this with the group, and Thraz gets suddenly quite nervous. Hold on. What's the signature on this puppy? What's this ship called? It has a name, right? It's broadcasting it.
Magmagorgon?
Yeah, Magma Gorgon.
Oh no. It's him. He's always
What?
going after my jobs.
Oh, it's a friend of yours?
Yes, it is, and thankfully he hasn't spotted us yet. How do we want to handle this? It's only a matter of time now that we're out of the nebula.
We do a 180 and get the fuck out.
The signature isn't coming from them, right?
No,
The tracking device isn't working now?
the tracking device isn't still probably hidden in the nebula. He's looking for it. His name is John Zorgo, and he is a smuggler, but he is much more dangerous than I am. He is willing to destroy anybody that gets in his way. He's also a Rigelan, if that makes any difference.
I say we get the fuck out.
Can we still send comms to the other ship, the Winu vessel? We could let them know about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, communication is possible in the same hex. They haven't left the hex yet.
I'm advising we let them know of this ship's location, and then we bolt out of here.
Yes, let's do that.
It'll distract both vessels enough time for us to probably make an escape.
All right. Just make sure that you encrypt that message. You might be able to pick it up. I'm gonna have you make a computers check.
I'm good at this. Should I spend a story point to make sure this succeeds?
You have plenty of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll spend a story point to make it succeed, so boost up my die.
You've been working with crypting devices since you've been trying to figure out that file that you found. So, yeah, I'll say that you upgrade it because of your familiarity in the situation. You're good to make this check. 2 success and a
thank
threat.
God.
You take a strain, hoping that it'll work, and it does. The Winaran vessel gets back to you with Gormian's reply. There's another ship in the sector? Very well.
Here's the coordinates. Yeah, you can do. We're gonna get out of here. They look dangerous.
We will look favorably upon you this day, Pinro Gauntlet and Mr. Thraz and Gervault. We will take care of them. The comms go dark, and you stealth back into the nebula before they notice you.
Should I do an insight check on Thraz?
Yes. You can attempt a perception check to determine his motives.
Trying to see if he's scared or like annoyed. Basically trying to figure out like the relationship to some degree with the other individual.
Yes, the robot detecting emotions.
I'm going to do it against one of his skills, so let me look at his skills for a second.
I mean, that's where they're just like, your heart rate went up.
Yeah, exactly. Your breathing and heart rate has increased.
You're in love, I see.
Okay. I'm going to do it against
was
his
his scorned
deception,
lover.
whether or not he's deceiving you. His ability
He's trying to keep his cool in a way.
Yeah, his ability to deceive you will still factor into you discovering whether or not he's trying to deceive you. So it's going to be difficulty 4. Go. You succeed with 3 threat. Okay.
You're not making friends with Thraz.
No,
No, but I'm learning.
no. What's your desire? What's your desire, my friend?
Oh, is he going to learn from me?
He's going to learn what yours is.
Let me grab it.
What do you want?
Expertise. Desire is expertise.
Okay.
To achieve perfection.
He sees
Must be a
you
real
like
gamer.
he sees you kind of scanning him up and down with your single retina aperture, like closing and opening repeatedly, and light flickering between green and yellow.
Hell yeah, I'm a camera that can pick up fucking infrared and UV.
Kraz just kind of
Just
is stroking his little chin hairs. He does seem genuinely worried and also genuinely annoyed.
okay.
He seems a little worried about the situation. He talks over to we'll say Gervalt. Listen, this John Zorgo, he's powerful, and that ship is tiny. I only think that Winnu vessel's going to slow him down. And I think we've also sent Winnu to their death. But we may have bought valuable time. They are in combat, they are not scanning. We might have an opportunity.
I hope that the Winnu vessel survives, but I think that was the plan. We need to get out of here.
I think we might be able to scan down that other ship if we can do so quickly without alerting the other one to our presence, is what I'm saying.
We have a distraction. I think that's wise.
All right. What do you say, Gervalt? You are in command of my vessel, according to the Nomad.
Well, what are you suggesting the options?
I say we send
To
out
scan.
probes. We try and do it quickly. Maybe we can use data from that other ship if we can manage to steal it somehow.
All right.
Maybe we can hack one of
that's-
his probes or something.
Do you think you can do that? Do you think you can hack into another probe? I'm gonna
It's-
ask Yara.
Is that possible?
I think it could be possible.
I'll try it. I'll try anything. Oh, I actually have a skill for that. I
There you
could
go.
do this. It's a Unix system. I know this.
Oh God, that's the memory.
Yeah, I have Aether Sprite. If I have access to a computer network, then I can make it an average check.
All right.
So if we can get a probe, I should be able to hack into a probe.
Okay. We will say that there are some probes nearby. And you have found one. Look at that little guy.
Somebody go pick up that probe, or I can try and hack into it. Is that
Put it
fine?
over here for the screen. All right. Cool beanaroos. Let's have Yara do this check, and Thraz is going to be like, listen, I know some of this guy's codes. I might be able to help you with any passwords he's got.
All right.
So he's going to give you a boost. And,
Okay. And are there any setback dice to this? Because of knack for it removes 2 setback dice.
I didn't have any applied,
Okay.
but
Just gonna be
if
a
any
straight-
appear, then you can negate them.
Cool. Then it's just a straight computer check, and I can make it an average check just to get into the system.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Then it is difficulty 2.
Sweet.
Ooh, a fail and a threat.
What the frig?
You get
Oh,
a
Impressive.
This is really bad. Because Aether Sprite also alerts them to my system. That is
Oh.
the little trade-off. It literally says if I get, let me just double check. I think if I fail, then it does alert them.
you pick up 2 heat. Thankfully, you didn't fully automatically alert the people that you're tracking. But you did alert the person that you're hacking. And
It's not a despair, right?
it's not a despair. No.
Okay, I don't think a despair automatically alerts them.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I thought that you just said that it did.
Yeah, I was reading it over again. A despair automatically alerts them. Let me just paste this in because you know how when you copy the text, it doesn't post it in. I'll have to double
But
check the thing in just a second.
if you tried it again, then it will alert the system because the subsequent checks that involve the system must be spent to alert. So, okay, I guess we send our own probes out.
Yeah, somehow I completely botched that up.
I mean, you can attempt this again. But I'm going to have them roll vigilance, is what I'm going to do. Okay, they roll 2.
Yeah, I could just try and hack it again. They just know I'd be hacking it. That's right.
Yeah. And
So-
you normally have that. I'm going to make that their difficulty. Okay. Unless there's another epic roll. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Oh,
They'd be
okay. It's on Thraz's sheet, but the proper dice were rolled because I did it from...
so that was them succeeding?
No. I did do this wrong. It's getting late. So I rolled it from Thraz's sheet, so it procced the GM sheet bad dice. Okay. Now I'm going to do this properly. Apologies. This taking a bit. Okay, good. Good, they failed.
Okay.
You may now reattempt this check.
Okay. Does it make sense for me to let them know I'm hacking it to get the hack, or should we just send probes out ourselves? Those are the two options, right?
Yeah.
We basically, yeah. Are you guys cool with me alerting them and then we bolt? Is that fine?
I mean, that sounds exciting.
Okay.
As long as we can bolt, whatever you do is fine.
All right. Let me get this hack in. This is just a straight hack then. You got it set up?
And you said that the difficulty is 2 because of your ether sprite
That's what I'm actually just thinking.
to enter the system.
Nope. I couldn't. That's a one.
Once
says
per
once per
encounter,
encounter.
if your
Yeah.
character has access to a computer network.
So I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it actually counts for the second time. Or
It
does
actually
count as
doesn't
same
apply to
people?
the first time either, because you needed to get access first.
Oh.
But it's fine. You failed last time anyway. It would have been a
I failed
fail
last-
regardless. So we can reattempt to get into the system, but it's going to be a bit harder.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, that was better.
You succeeded with an advantage, so I'll let you heal a strain, or do another thing if you want to.
I don't think you can do much. I can just give an assist to the next person.
You pick up their you hack into this Junzergo's probes that they've been using, and you access all of their information. You're able to kind of hijack these things. You're able to complete the scans for them. You can now attempt a final computers check, and since he's been scanning this down, it's now difficulty 1 easy, since you have all of his prior information at your disposal. Also, now that you have access to the system, you could have reduced it to an average 2 difficulty.
Mm-hmm. But it's already average 1, you said.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just double check. Because I also have knack for it on this side. No, I don't think that does anything else. So, just make a straight check.
Yep. Okay. You take 1 threat as you try and rapidly do this before they become aware of your presence. And
Do I take strain? I'm cool with strain.
Yeah, you take 1 strain. I will not increase your heat.
Cool. Good. So, if I got the data from the ship, would we be able to know that if it has the tracker, or the thing we're looking on it?
So what you have done is you have successfully scanned down a ship that was hidden in the nebula. There is a carrier ship of Letnev make named the Serpent Skimmer, and it is currently hiding in the nebula, but it is making its way out in a different direction. Apparently it's become aware that the Junzergo guy is scanning them down, and they're trying to escape.
Well, we found what we need to do. Follow that serpent skimmer.
Yes, let's set up a parallel course. We don't need a hot pursuit. So let's set up a parallel course and try to keep track of them as usual.
Okay.
And be ready to gun the thrusters if needed.
Yeah.
Can I set up a virus inside the probe?
I think you might have done enough.
Okay.
So you start making your way out there to try to pinpoint where they're going to leave the nebula so that you can keep in track with them. Just keep in range for when the tracker comes back online, because it should come back online once they get out of the nebula, you hope, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They make an exit out of the nebula. I'm going to have you guys attempt a stealth check to try to stay hidden from them.
All right, Sin, you're up.
Okay, is it the same kind of stealth check or is it just a general stealth check?
Yeah, it's going to be 2 yellows because it's going to be intelligence based.
Okie dokie.
You are good to go.
Oh no.
Shit. Sorry, guys.
Okay,
We were doing so well this session, and we were flubbing near the end.
that's fine. That is fine.
I wouldn't call the start of the session so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy that story points have like almost fully transmitted back and forth at least one time.
Yeah.
Maybe even twice. Your heat is now at maximum. You got a fail and a threat. While you were trying to hide at the outskirts of the nebula, the other ship has become aware of you. You also get a broadcast. I'm going to spend a story point, setting us back to our starting amount. And we're going to move Thraz over here. And you guys get a public broadcast hail, and it is a gravelly voice of a reptilian creature. Thraz, is that you old kitty? I think you're after the same thing I am, and I noticed somebody's been fumbling around in my probes. Well, that won't be happening again. And I don't think you'll be happening again either. Shall we race to get this prize? I told you he was persistent. And I think that's where we're going to have to end for today.
I like this guy.
Only
Goody.
one of us can get that ship you're after.
He's awfully persistent.
Thank you.
God damn it.
You did it. You did it when I could not.
Yes.
All right. So let's end it here. We'll pick it up next time as we do a mad chase to try and I don't know, let this guy let these Letnev think they got away, but also get Jund away from the ship. We're gonna have to figure out how to spin this next time. But thank you everybody for watching. Next time, we're gonna keep playing Genesis RPG in the Twilight Imperium setting. Sure to join all of us next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Are you guys still good for that time?
I think
Yeah.
it should still be good. I will let you know.
It's Sunday the
middle of
18th.
Things change.
Yeah, thanks for listening, Knight. All right.
I know I have a family thing during the day, but it's like during the day.
Okay, yeah, you did tell me about that. Awesome. We are going to go raid somebody, and we will see you next time. Let's see.
Good night.
Hey,
Have a good
Gate's
day.
on. Let's go raid Kate.
Adios.
Okay. Rating in 8 seconds.
Mhm.
Thanks again for watching, everybody. Good to see you here, I Have Night. And also, thanks for that follow, Lazy Lycoi, earlier in the stream. I did see it. Goodbye, everybody. And good night. Okay, we're gone.